they'll never know. They'll
is
never
quite
know
a-
that I'm not really paying attention.
It's quite an AOS-themed build as well over there at the table.
Oh yeah, we've gone quite AOS heavy with
Well, we're
it.
playing an AOS game at the moment.
Well, we are playing an AOS game at the moment,
We are
although
playing.
not right now, evidently, because we've taken a break.
We've taken a break to talk to you lovely people.
It's so bizarre to me that is us having gone live. It was I guess because for you two, it's such a another day at the office.
The cold open's like our thing now. But
Is that how it goes?
But we have to be careful, right? We've got Racist Adam in later. Right? So
Oh my God. I thought we were saying we wouldn't call him that. On account.
I think it's fair. I think every once in a while, right? We don't want. He's not a total racist. He's not a racist, right?
Oh
but
my God.
I like the idea that, like, much in the same way that Brom is a Nazi, I like
Yeah.
the idea that Adam has been here long enough now that we can cultivate this kind of thing that he's actually a terrible person.
I'm a little bit hesitant myself, though, about what I've signed up for here.
no,
I didn't
but,
realise we were going all in on Ad's
But
ideologies.
He's here later.
He is, yeah. Lovely lad.
He's all right, but obviously we have to be careful about what he says. But apart from that, it's fine. You know, and I like the cold open. It's good. We can start a conversation and really
get into it.
flirt with it.
There you go.
My favourite cold opens is when they come in halfway through a conversation and they have no idea what we were talking about and we never tell them. That's my favourite.
That's it. Talking about all the things we can't talk about. That's the
Dan
stuff.
Elliott's got it. He's not a racist, but. So Work Industry, please like and subscribe. It helps the algorithm and all the things. And obviously, we want to make the channel grow. The more people that like and subscribe it, the more YouTube puts it out to new people, and they come in and they can learn about Adam's leanings.
And all of
And the channel's leanings about how much we love Warhammer.
That's it.
Right?
That's it.
Do we do sponsors on the lunchtime one?
No, we don't do sponsors today, mate.
No sponsors.
You just get building and talk about the topic.
Yeah,
Oh.
so me and Dan are building Age of Sigmar because we're playing Age of Sigmar because I need to figure out what I'm going to take to the Warhammer Champions of Warhammer.
Are you going to a golden ticket event, Jake?
I'm going to go.
Well,
I've
we'll
not
see
mentioned it.
To be fair, we'll see what happens on Saturday before we say whether you're going or not.
Well, indeed.
Oh, I'm going. You don't know it, but I'm going.
Oh, yeah? I mean,
I think he does know
Yeah,
it.
you know that sushi shop in London.
yes, I do.
It's one of my
All too
many
well.
side gigs. That's just all the laundry.
You do offer excellent value in that
Yeah,
particular
and
service. Jay,
I run a
absolutely.
group. Run a collection of highly profitable
I thought it was-
cash-in-hand sweet shops.
Oh, I thought it was you distributing the services as opposed to running. Yeah, fair.
And so I need to figure out an army. So we're playing some stuff, and I'm running Soul Black Gravelords, but I don't have any Soul Black Gravelords to build because I took them home and left them at home.
That's fair. So you're building some Nighthaunt
I built
instead.
some Nighthaunt because
Because they're a new thing, aren't they? They've just come out, haven't
they
they?
have.
The
But we didn't
Nighthaunt.
get the book.
You didn't get the book,
No.
but you got some minis, which I assume you
we
bought
have
with
le-
cash monies.
Well, Liam did.
Liam did. That's
Liam
fair.
bought them
That's
ages
fair.
ago. He went deep as he always does.
What?
And he was like, I want to do Nighthaunt, and then he bought all the Nighthaunt.
Love it.
Right, and then he did nothing with the Nighthaunt.
Do you know what, right? I love the Nighthaunt.
Yeah.
I just can't get inspired to paint them.
No.
I just
Well, the
find
thing is that I want to get it all built because it's like I reckon that's like a 2-3 week smash out airbrush army.
I think if you're a person who's okay with the paint grind of like airbrush, paint silvers, airbrush, paint, then fine. Like I think it's great for getting an army out of paint, but I get bored.
The difference is though, Liam, is my job. Right?
I mean, that
so
is,
I have to
yes.
kind of be okay with the grind because if I'm not, it's a pretty shit job. Right?
A lot of jobs are shit though, Joe. You can't expect to
There are
enjoy your
times
job.
where I'm like, oh, like I'm painting Imperial Fists at the moment, and like I'm really excited to run like the Imperial Fist that I'm painting because it's like a really nice yellow scheme. I'm really
It's a
happy
very
with it.
vibrant yellow.
It's a very vibrant yellow.
It looks weird though how you've kind of not finished the bases yet because it kind of
Yeah.
looks like they weed themselves.
Yeah, there's just yellow everywhere.
I feel
And,
like you should lean into that though.
Yeah, but the problem is with yellow, you can't half-arse it as a colour.
That's fair. All in on yellow.
So you have to like edge highlight it and weather it and oil wash it, blah 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 blah.
That's what Peachy says, isn't it?
But and so I'm really enjoying painting it. But it's hard work. It's way more hard work than I signed up to.
Imagine that.
But I think that it's one of those ones where it's hard work, but the payoff will be good. That's what
I mean, it looks good so far.
Yeah.
The one thing you've shown me, the
Yeah.
Terminator Ancient,
Yeah.
which I imagine is either going to obviously get a new mini in the new edition or get discontinued.
But because I think he exists because of Warhammer Heroes.
Well, yeah, that's entirely. Well, there were two versions of it. Well, there was four Terminator Ancients, wasn't there? There was one in the Blood Angels box set for Terminators, the little squat ones.
There was the Dark Angel one.
There was the Dark Angel one who just had it on his bonds.
Yeah.
There was the Grey Knight Geezer.
Yeah.
Which I admit is not Astartes. And then Heroes. So they had enough versions of them, I suppose, that they could keep them around.
Well, I do want an official model, though.
Well, you got one in the form of Space Marine Heroes.
Yeah, but they don't sell the Space
No, they don't sell those. Well, they do every now and again when the coffers are running dry.
Yeah, and they're like, they're like, oh, have you heard of Firstborn?
Yeah,
They don't support anymore.
That's it. That's what I always said, though, right? Because, forgive me, Liam, the topic of this one is us speculating about the future.
We'll get there eventually.
Dan, one of the absolute beauties of having you on the show is that I just televise you and Joe having a conversation, and it is fucking YouTube gold, mate.
That's how we started.
The thing is, with all of my talk shows ever, we have a topic because I have to have a title and a thumbnail, and then inevitably it never follows.
Yeah, but this is kind of like what's it called?
What's coming next?
What's coming next?
Yeah.
Tell us what's next for Warhammer 40k.
So Ancient.
So we are 2 books away from everything. Is that right? Is it Imperial Knights and Drukhari? Is that
they're the last two.
Yeah.
So assuming, considering we're in
Chaos Demons, though, hey, still a chance.
So considering we're in August, mate, I would imagine if I was a betting man, I would bet money that Drukhari and Knights will be out before Christmas. Ooh. Because why wouldn't you release everything before Christmas?
Yeah.
Makes sense. And last edition, in 9th edition, that sort of happened, and then we had this like end times nonsense for
the Arcs of Omen.
That's what it was, Arcs of Omen.
Arcs of Omen.
Yeah. And they bring out narrative books and that. So by going now, what's next for Warhammer 40k, we can talk about the Knights and Drukhari and what you'd like to see. You can talk about if you'd like a narrative rule set and a bunch of campaign books before the end of the 10th edition, or you can even talk about what's next for 11th edition. It gives you a wide scope for you two to sit and just
have a chinwag.
Yeah.
Well, right now we're gambling hard on new Terminator Ancient model. That's basically the whole whole thing.
The thing is, though, like I love Terminators, right?
I've heard this about you, Joe. I've heard it said.
I love Terminators, so I'm very much in the realms of I want a Terminator Ancient because that model doesn't exist, right? And the Warhammer Heroes model, just put it in a fucking blister pack.
Yeah, that's fair. Although he is quite diddy.
Model.
He's
Are you
quite
Emperor's
diddy.
Children in it tonight?
I am Emperor's Children. I'm going to finish my list.
Are you using Fulgrim?
No.
You're not?
I've seen Adam's list. No.
Well, I'm making the thumbnail right now. So.
No, Lucius. Lucius is.
Have I got Lucius as a... Okay.
Yeah.
Carry on.
So,
as well as being a little bit racist, Adam is also all hard all the time, isn't he? When it comes to gaming, he doesn't know how to soften the
racism.
Or the gaming prowess, really. When it comes to things.
Yeah, I saw his list and I was like, okay.
Yeah, he's not come to play, has he?
That's
what he is coming to play, but the game he's playing is...
He's coming from Mexico and he gets to play a game at the same time.
Dance around in your severed organs and limbs, etc.
So I think, I want a Terminator Ancient. This is what I want from the 11th edition starter box set, right?
Okay, you do yours, I'll do mine, I suppose. Here we go.
A new Terminator character.
Yeah.
You're not going to get it. You're not going to get that. For 10th edition, you had a new Terminator captain, a new Terminator librarian, and you had a whole new box of Terminator.
And a Terminator chaplain.
And a chaplain. You're not going to get a new Terminator captain for 11th edition.
I want...
he wants a Terminator Judicar. He wants a Terminator Apothecary.
Okay, what I want is I want a Terminator Lieutenant.
There you go.
Right? I want a Terminator Ancient, and I want Assault Terminators.
Yeah, and you want Terminator options for all the named characters. Hellbrecht.
Yeah, I want Mephiston back in Terminator armor.
Exactly.
Terminator
Mephiston's
Dreadnought.
never been in Terminator armor.
A Terminator Land Raider.
Yes, he was. Mephiston was of the Blood Angels.
Of the Blood Angels,
right? Yeah. He was in Terminator armor in Space Hulk.
Oh, look at you with the deep cuts. Oh.
Yeah.
That's why he gets paid the...
It's why I'm here, because I'm a massive fucking nerd.
Yeah, I forgot about him being in that one. Yeah, fair play.
And, I want him back there.
That's fair.
Right? Because at least he might get a better weapon.
That's true. Dante and Terminator armor. Yeah. All of it.
I want Terminator Assault Squad, Terminator Ancient, Assault Terminators.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because I love Terminators, and we know, right? It's not breaking NDA. We know Lysander will eventually turn up soon.
Oh yeah, they've shown that, haven't they?
Yeah, he exists, right?
Yeah.
I'm always nervous when you say the words.
Yeah, exactly.
Know, and this is not breaking NDA. I'm like, is it though? Is it?
We know Lysander exists and he's coming, right?
That's it.
And he is, as we know, armed with a thunderhammer and a storm shield.
That is the thing that he is famous for wielding.
I'd like him to have a unit to join that's not storm Stormbolt a Power Fist.
But that was always his gimmick back in the day, though, didn't he? He used to give Bolter Drill, didn't he?
Yeah.
And that was the weird thing about him. He had a Thunder Hammer and a Storm Shield, and he had to join a unit of regular Terminators to give them the additional pip of AP or whatever it was.
I want the things. And also, I'd like to see multiple Terminator characters joining the same units, because currently...
Oh, yeah. Well, you can do that with the Ancient.
The Ancient can join.
You can do that with the Ancient. You can join captains.
I just like the idea that, like, you could make a pseudo Terminator command squad with, like... Because there was a time, right, when you could have a command squad in Space Marines, and it could have a captain, a chaplain, and a librarian in it.
It did, yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And a Tech Marine.
And a Tech Marine.
And a Tech Marine.
But
and
now...
a banner.
Now...
Or did you say the banner?
It was a command squad. There was a banner in the command squad, right?
Fine.
So, like... But now all characters are kind of repulsed by each other. They're like, I don't want to be near you, right? Does this glue work? Oh,
I don't know, Joe.
That's okay, right? So yeah, I just want loads of Terminators.
That's fair. See, my thing always was, and I've said this many times before, although it's heavily rumoured, I hear, not that we necessarily deal in rumours here, so maybe, I forget you guys have NDAs with GW, so maybe I won't say any of that stuff.
You weren't seeing it, so say what you want.
Oh, fine, I've seen nothing, so this is the thing, yeah. But no, the rumour is it's Orcs, isn't it? That's what everyone's saying. They're saying, oh, it's Space Marines and Orcs. But what I've always said is what they need to do is they need to pull the trigger on the Primaris firstborn thing, because it's the classic Cola, new Cola type of arrangement, right? They've sold us new Coke. We've gotten used to it, but we don't love it. Although many of us now actually do really love it. Primaris, woo. Yeah. But we've gotten to that stage, haven't we?
I do like Coke Zero as well.
I do,
which
like
is the new Coke, basically. Yeah.
Well, this is the thing. You and I are both on our little weight loss journeys. Congrats, by the way, on that, mate. That's good.
Thank you.
You're doing well. I haven't seen you in a few weeks. You're looking slender.
I'm still a blubbernaut, but not a full blubbernaut.
It's just big shits, Dan. I'll be honest.
Yeah, to be fair. Yeah. But you know, you're doing well. Yeah. Keep it going, mate. Anyway, so my thing was do the whole. You get them, fed on the diet of new cola. They get used to the taste, and then bam, what you bring back classic cola. So 11th edition, firstborn Space Marines versus Primaris Space Marines in the ultimate retelling Horus Heresy, Civil War, smoosh.
Yeah.
That'll be the way forwards, I reckon. And then everyone will buy Space Marines again.
I reckon all they'll do is they'll just resize firstborn.
Exactly. Give us true scale firstborns. Give them all that cool...
because the starter box set always has to be very clearly good guys, which is always Space Marines.
Always Space Marines,
right, versus very clearly the bad guys.
Firstborn Space Marines.
That's why, like...
Fucking hell.
What?
Adam came to fuck, didn't he?
Oh, really? What's he saying now?
his
I saw his list and I was like...
I just forwarded it to you. I didn't read it. I just forwarded it to you.
I can fucking tell. I can tell you didn't read it.
I just read it and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, he wants to go home early.
We've got tournament train tonight. Because...
How many demon princes can you get in this?
Sorry, Joe, I didn't mean to...
No.
This was supposed to be an outburst. I just read that and went, oh, fuck.
Yeah,
he's not gone. Draxus can only join Guard, Custodian Guard, right?
It's Draxus can join any battle line unit.
Yeah.
So do you technically also go into Witch Seekers or whatever.
Do you think his shield captain in Alera's Terminator armor is with the unit of 5 or one of the units of 6?
I read it and I was like...
70 fucking Terminators.
How many Wardens has he put in the list? Any Wardens? He must have at least
He's got, right, his list
unit?
for tonight is a shield captain in Alera's Terminator armor,
Oosh.
2 units of 4 Custodian Guard,
Oosh.
2 units of 6 Alera's Terminators, 1 unit of 5 Alera's Terminators, a Cladius Grav Tank, a unit of Witch Seekers, an Eversor Assassin, and Inquisitor Draxus.
I bet you anything that isn't an authentic Grav Tank. I think you should weigh it and be like... That's not official GW resin.
I can see the ribs in that, you know.
Exactly. But no.
Rib for your pleasure, Jay.
Yeah.
When he fucking inserts it in you.
So starter box sets, it won't be goodies, it won't be normal Space Marines.
No, but how cool would that be, though, right? Like, imagine that. It's like the ultimate play. If you want it, like, again, if they were going to, like, I don't know, float the company on the, I mean, they've already done the whole stock exchange thing, but I don't know, if, like, the CEO was looking to cash out and become a wealthy individual, not that they're probably not already, but, you do Space Marines versus Space Marines in a box set in the 40k setting, bam. Yeah. Admittedly, obviously, Heresy's kind of hit a little bit of a snag when it comes to that whole thing at the minute, but that's because they did Saturnine and no one wants that.
Do you think that there's any chance that we'll see Drakari in the 11th edition launch box? That's why we haven't seen anything about them yet.
I'd love to see it.
I'd love to see it. I love a Drakari.
Because they're the only ones that haven't had a launch edition, like a second launch edition. because Orcs have had 2 box sets.
Yeah, Nids have had 2 box
Nids
sets.
have had 2 box sets.
Necrons have only had 1, though.
They've only had 1. So
Votan have had none.
they've had none, but they're goodies.
They're not goodies. They're Xenos scum.
They're baby faces.
Oh, they're not baby faces. They're heels.
And
Total heels.
nah, they're baby faces now.
I don't even know what they're about. The Votan. What is the fluff with them again? That they worship a computer or whatever it is.
Or like they are AI or something.
Oh, they are
I don't know.
AI.
It's like a.
What is up with the tall Votan? Like those new robot geezers that are a bit taller. Why did that happen?
I don't know. I don't like them.
Because I read the fluff on them to try and understand why they made them taller, and all it said was, Votan love these guys. They're cool.
It's kind of like basically if they get to a world of like walls higher than 4 feet, they need someone to see over it. It's like we can't stand on boxes, so we'll make some tall robots.
It feels weird though, doesn't it? Because I mean, it's curious as well how they would even sort of function in Votan society, because surely all of the kind of ergonomics of Votan life has been built around the little 4 foot tall geezers.
Well, they're robots, aren't they? The big
yeah.
ones. So they just put them in a cardboard box.
Oh, is that how it is?
They're just like
they don't get to have lives.
Like
well, I thought the Ironkin were kind of given a level of kind of equality, as it were. They don't just get put in boxes.
Maybe they're like the Imperium. They're just like big churches everywhere. You know?
Well, that's it,
Lots
isn't it?
of big doors.
Because you've got to think about it. The Imperium essentially has to build everything on the assertion that, maybe a Space Marine will turn up once in a while. So all their doors are just massive for no reason at all. And then, 1 in a million comes around. Oh,
well, that's the great narrative behind the Imperium, right? Is that
they're constantly building.
Space Marines are super rare. Like 90% of humanity will go their entire life with never seeing a Space Marine.
Yeah, and those that do die shortly thereafter.
Yeah, because if a Space Marine's turned up, their planet's in bad doo-doos.
Yeah, exactly. It's a bad time.
Yeah. So,
Bad news bears, as they say.
Do I have to... What the fuck is going on here?
I don't know, Joe. I don't know what you're dealing with here. What are you building? Banshees?
I'm building...
Yeah, you're building Banshees.
These things.
Oh, yeah.
They have been strong in the past. I doubt they're any good now
I don't
because
know.
they've
I
changed
just
everything.
I really like them. So what I really disliked about the Nighthaunt range,
Tell me, Joe.
right,
What grinds your gears on the
grinds my gears, is that the range was kind of released in 2nd edition with a heavy emphasis on both push fit and really sexy bases.
That is true. They did have a number of them.
Like the cavalry dudes.
The cavalry, these guys, I want to say Radagar, but it's not Radagar.
No, you're talking about. Oh God.
Stu says, Dan and Joe, we just need a grumpy Krieg player. We're running it back.
Oh yeah, that's it. We are trying to get him to come here on Saturday to participate in the AOS stuff, but he's going out on the Razzmatazz Friday night. So
you say the Razzmatazz? Is this one of his eyes wide shut parties?
It could be. Absolutely. He's going to end up bound and gagged in a bin bag under under a toilet somewhere. Maybe, I don't know.
I mean, yeah, that's every night for film.
Every night. God bless him.
Oh God, these are horrible to build. Why did it tell you to glue them to the base first?
Well, because they've obviously never had to build them before and that side of things.
Yeah, what I've learned from working with designers is designers are really good at making things, but they're all awful at writing instructions. I've never met a designer who's good at making instructions.
Do you reckon the designers do that?
No, they'll hand that off to someone in the production team, won't they? They'll
Yeah.
have that someone who does like the packaging and the graphics will deal with that.
Yeah.
They need to hire whoever it is who does it for Lego. The Lego's instructions are always on point.
Yeah, but
they
it's
never
like,
make it get it wrong.
But then these little pamphlets would turn into a 40-page book because Lego is one piece a page, isn't it?
No.
Or 2 pieces a page.
No.
Yeah, they sort of show you how to construct specific bits. Yeah, I suppose
Yeah.
it is.
It's like one bit here, and then you look at the next instruction, one bit there.
But it's a
and then you look at
beautiful
the next one.
experience, isn't it? You feel the value of your purchase in that whole kind of.
It's not that dissimilar to what you're talking about, though. Lego, each instruction book for Lego, often you'll see anywhere between 1 to 6 to 8 pieces on each instruction layer. It's no different to Warhammer 40k. It's like 2 bits per fucking instruction.
There we go. That's Joe's extra prediction for the future of Warhammer. Better instructions. That's what he wants going forward.
I want to go back to no numbers on sprues.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you go back to the old ones, mate, it was much worse.
I don't know. The thing is though, the stuff that had no numbers was also easier to build. it was very much a case of you build it once and then you never
I don't
need
know about that,
instructions
mate.
again.
Do you remember, like, if you were crazy enough to buy like a Forge World Mini like 10 years ago, and it basically
but that
came
did-
with
that
like
did
a
have it.
single sheet of paper, which kind of just had the image of the thing with all the lines going. Put these bits where it's
That
evidently
was if you're
obviously
lucky.
good.
Normally, it was just a piece of paper that says "Thanks for buying."
Yeah,
Forge
yeah,
Worlds,
cheers,
and
cheers.
then you have to look at a picture of it built.
Didn't it always irk you back in the day when you would buy Forge World Minis from like
Full
the mail
stop,
order
yeah.
from the mail order thing, and they just arrive in like a baggie, and you were thinking to yourself, I just spent like 400 quid on this thing, and it's coming in a flipping baggie. It's like, what's this?
It's got a Forge World printed on the bag.
Oh,
but
yeah,
there's,
that's true. The
no
value is-
protection. Everything's warped. Everything's broken.
But they're like, but that's part of the charm, you know. You get to build it, don't you? You get to fix it.
I remember when you bought the Forge World Realm of Battle boards and they were all warped. And
Oh, my
they basically
God.
just said, put them in a bath.
You described it perfectly once, as you said, like trying to play on a gaming board made of those Forge World tiles was
Yeah.
like trying to play on wobbly stools. Or
Yeah.
whatever it was. They were all just literally like, none of them worked. Plus, also irritatingly, those Forge World tiles weren't actually 2x2 like the proper Realm of Battle boards were.
They were slightly smaller.
They were slightly smaller, so the whole thing was just an absolute mess.
And they were thicker as well.
They were.
Which
they
also
were.
didn't help with the fact that they were always warped. So
Apparently, we don't have enough memory to open whatever this page is at the moment. I don't know if that's
that's the YouTube feed.
That's the YouTube feed. That's nothing of nothing of note there.
And yeah.
But yeah. So we're not hopeful that demons are going to come out this edition now, though.
No, I think
don't
I
think
think I don't think Demons will come out next edition. And if they are in the next edition, they'll just be in each of the Chaos Space Marine books.
Well, they've already done that.
So
right?
it'll be as they are now, so in the 4 Chaos Gods.
Yeah, yeah.
And then the rest of the Chaos Demons will just kind of go into Chaos Space Marines.
Do we think Codex Chaos Space Marines will stay Codex Chaos Space Marines in the next edition, or will it become? I suppose it will still already just be called that, I guess. So it'll just be that and Renegades. They won't call it Renegades, will they? So I suppose they'll just keep it the same. And then it'll become like I suppose Slaves to Darkness in Age of Sigmar, where Be'lakor can kind of do some kind of multiple demon list.
Yeah.
I do feel like Chaos Space Marines is one of those where like they're definitely a little confused as to exactly how they want to do it.
Yeah, it's not a range. It's like we've talked about this a couple of times, me and Dan, is that Games Workshop doesn't know what to do with Chaos Space Marine. because the problem is they go, we give all the rules to generic Space Marines, but Chaos Space Marines are kind of like Space Marines, so we have to kind of make them the same but different, but we've already used up the good rules.
Yes.
So we just have to come up with some weird and wild shit for like Chaos Space Marines.
Well, I feel like the thing is, though, right? I think actually when you look at what they've done with Primaris over the last like nearly 9 years that they've been in existence, I think what they've done with Primaris is really quite interesting. Is they've kind of moved away from Space Marines just being these blunt force trauma instruments that they were before, right? Because like the Firstborn didn't really have any tactical prowess to them, right? They were just warrior gods covered in armor that just used to basically bulldoze for everything and use basically mini rocket launchers to kill everything and smush everything into mush.
Yeah.
Whereas
Smush and mush.
Primaris Marines and the new kind of aesthetic of the range has been to make them more militant, right? Like they feel like they're more specialized, like they wear cloaks for being stealthy and they've got rifles with lenses and sights and they have more kind of aesthetics that kind of put them in alignment with
Like a modern day military.
yeah, modern day military. So maybe that is where they can start to kind of forge the difference, whereas the Chaos Space Marines actually start to lean more into their kind of Firstborn, more kind of brutal aesthetic, and they're more kind of akin to what Marines were before, which is just crazy, drugged up, lunatics that just run in and smash stuff as opposed to having any kind of tactical prowess. So maybe, by taking Primaris in that direction, they've opened up an opportunity to define an identity for Chaos Space Marines.
What I would like to see on Chaos Space Marines going forward, though, is slightly less trim.
Oh God, wouldn't that be something?
If you look at the Emperor's Children range, there's much less trim on them.
Is there really?
They're really they're a real subtle kind of like in little bits.
Little
kind
bits of
thing.
trim.
They're not all over, and I really like that. I was a big fan of that. I kind of want to use the Emperor's Children range to make generic Space Marines. I've seen a lot of people who have used Emperor's Children infantry for Night Lords because they've all got like the cape, like the fleshy capes.
Yeah.
Really, really nice. But with the concept of the end times coming up.
Oh, yes.
Because we always have an end of edition end times. Everything's always ending.
Do you think it's going to centre around all of the not Terminus Decree, the Grey Knight stuff, because that's been kicking up a stink
I
at the moment,
reckon
hasn't it?
I really hate that change.
You're not into it.
It's just, I'd like to see where they go with it for me to really decide whether I do or don't like it, but it just seems a bit shit compared to, I preferred it when it was this big secret.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like I never hope that we find out much about Cypher because he's
Yeah,
the
agree.
MacGuffin of
I agree with
40k.
you.
But like, I know I'm entirely convinced that the end times will centre around a planet we've never heard of, where the consequences mean 0 to the rest of 40k. But it will allow us to have maybe like a new model for every faction. That's what they like to do, isn't it? They like to like bring in a random person.
What I'd like for it is if they actually, for the first time in a while, actually kind of finished a narrative that they started at the beginning of the edition, right? Because that was the weird things about the Arcs of Omen. It was very much a case of, at the start of this game, tomb worlds are popping up everywhere. Ooh, Necrons, problems. And you're like, okay, cool, we'll deal with that story. Great. And it's back in timey-wimey during the Indomitus Crusade.
Yeah.
So all of that's going on. Necrons are popping up. Boom, boom, boom. And then when we got to the Arcs of Omen, they were like, oh, Vashtor is...
Put them out of sleep again.
He's floating around looking for keys in the warp and other places. And you're like, oh, okay, cool, I guess. What's going on with the Necrons? Don't worry about them.
Yeah. and then Leviathan side is like, Tyranids are the biggest threat to the galaxy.
Yeah.
You have to literally stop everything to deal with the Tyranids.
Yeah.
And then 5 minutes later, they're like, Tyranids who?
Yeah, exactly. Like, what are you talking about? Never heard of them.
We weren't fighting them.
Aren't they coming in on the west now? No. We dealt with that.
No,
It's
they
fine.
just died. Why?
Yeah.
Reasons.
Yeah.
A Space Marine chapter you never heard of.
Yeah.
Fought them. And all the Space Marines died, but the Tyranids died.
Yeah, died as well. Got it done. But it'd be nice if they just kind of, got us to the end of that where, I don't know, some kind of... What was the name of that new Hive Tyrant again? The
Norn.
The Norn, that was it. God, what an absolute fumble that thing was in terms of its sort of narrative function. Maybe they could come up with a reason why that is a thing and make that interesting.
But why are there these new Tyranids? Guys, it's just like Games Workshop likes to go, we'll start a narrative and we're going to really hype it, and then we'll forget about it for a while, and then we'll pick it up when we need to release models for that range. So they'll pick up that Tyranid lore again when they go, we've made a new Tyranid man.
Yes, indeed.
And he's here for reasons. Because that war that started 1,000 years ago is still kind of going on. But
as long as they don't do it like they did with the Parasite of Flipper, whatever it was called, where they kind of photographed him in such a way as he looked quite imposing, and then you were like, oh, it seems like quite good value at like 24 quid or whatever it was, and you buy it and he's literally the diddiest little goober.
I think what I'd like to see is them kind of go back to all of it. All of it.
Go back to 5th edition type times.
I'd like them to round everything off before the end of the edition, right? Because we're going into it. We've got, if I was a gambling man, about 9 to 10 months before.
Well, it comes out June next year, right? Like that's when it's happened. Do you think they're going to do Warhammer Fest next year?
I hope so. I've heard rumours they want to get back into UK Games Expo.
I would love a Warhammer.
And they're at, was it you, Joe, that said they're also having a presence at LGT this year as well?
LGT this year.
Oh yeah, they're doing the LGT.
So Simon, who's here later, I'm going to give him some money to buy me some fancy objective markers.
Are you actually going to buy those fancy objective markers?
I'm probably going to buy one set.
Yeah,
I was like, I want one for this army, this army, this army, this army, and he was like, well, they were 40 quid at Fest, and that was like 3 years ago, which means they're probably £50 now. And I was like, cool, one set of objective markers it is.
Which one are you prioritising of the armies, though? Are you going with this Imperial Fist because they're your new love, or are you?
I'm tempted.
The Imperial Fist one, by the way, is beautiful. That's a beautiful.
It is really weird.
Yellow.
Well, Imperial Fist covers them and Black Templars, right?
Oh yeah. You get it on both.
Or like, part of me is like, do I just get a Chaos one?
Ooh.
Or do I get Tyranids?
Because I suppose if you got a Chaos one, you could still use it in AOS as well with your Chaosy army.
Or you can't in AOS.
Well, of course you can, because you just paint it a colour or whatever. Add a splodge.
50 quid on objective markers.
Well, get a little sticky label and just stick it on it.
No, I think I will probably get the Tyranid ones. I think
the Tyranid ones are really cool.
Because the Tyranid ones are really, really nice.
I'm not sure in all like thinking with my rational brain, are they 50 quid cool? No, but when does that ever come into effect when it comes to these sorts of things?
It'll last forever. You know,
Exactly.
They won't charge out. They won't change how objectives work.
It's like an investment, Joe. It's only going to increase in value over
Yeah.
time. That's how it is. You know?
Unless they release them in general sale and then.
No, they won't
they
ever do that
decrease.
to you, Joe. They would never wrong you like that.
Yeah.
They wouldn't do it to you.
So I was trying to push this conversation into a direction.
Oh, yeah, what were you going
I was
to go
say,
with
so if we're going into an end times, right?
Oh, yeah,
they're
yeah,
gonna
sorry, yeah,
release-
we're going back to that.
No, because I like the chat to be part of the conversation.
Oh, I'll start reading
Not
some
the,
chat
I
stuff
was
out
going to say,
soon,
it's
go on.
like, if we're going into an end times and they release one model for every faction,
Go on.
Right.
I'm excited.
what would you like to see?
I'd like to. Well, for me personally, I'm torn between two. So I'd like to see a modernised version of Karandras because I feel like it's just tragic that he got taken away. But I know narratively he's gone off to find the Phoenix Lord of the Shining Spears. I think is what he's gone to do.
He's on a fetch quest. He's
But I would also love a modern day Bone Singer.
modern day bone singer. I've still got the
old
metal.
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got two of them, and they're both missing their flutes. I found both of them the other day, and I was like,
What have you been gluing flutes to, Joe?
I don't know.
They're just littered around the feet of someone's base, and he hasn't quite found
Clearly,
it from decanting
with the hand still on
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
That's the
yeah.
most annoying bit. Is the hand.
Yeah,
glued
and
to
that's
the flute.
my selfish Eldar brain. That's what I would like to see.
I love the fact. I mean, I know you talked about it the other night, Liam, but that Spirit Seer mini, my goodness.
He's good, isn't he?
Oh, it does awaken my my Elder brain yet again. When I'm like, because like you, Liam, Elder have always been like my main army, but I haven't played them since 8th edition because I literally decided that I was getting sick and tired of being the guy that was beating everyone with Elder all the time. Because
Yeah, and everybody just
didn't
moans
like
at you.
it.
Yeah, people just, the thing, I'll be honest with you, I think at the moment, the current 10th, and I know we haven't got a long amount of time until 11th edition, probably like less than a year now, but the current iteration of the Eldar book is so much fun to play with right now. I think they've done a really good job of internal balance, they've done a really good job of the pointing. So we were talking about this on Tuesday, like you can never quite get a list in 2,000 points that includes everything you want. And I think that's good, that's a positive. So, you know.
Bone Singer would be super cool. I would just, for the sake of just saying an Elder thing you didn't say, would go Illic Night Spear, even though I don't know why the heck they bring him back, but you know, whatever. Give me Illic Night Spear.
But why did they get rid of him? Apart from the fact that he's metal. But,
Well, he was, fine cast mini, wasn't he? But yeah, God, well, anything that they're outstanding in the Elder side of things. A new Viper jet bike, maybe. Wouldn't that be something, eh? A new Viper.
Please.
if we're picking one for each faction.
No, we're just talking about Eldar,
if
Joe.
we're each doing it, I go for. Seeing as you two haven't said it, is it Prince Uriel?
Oh, God, yeah, Prince
Oh,
Uriel.
it was banging, yes.
Oh, and then they could bring back a load of, bring him along with a bunch of new Corsair stuff
Yeah.
as well. Oh, yes, mate.
I felt bad that he went away, especially when they bought a bunch of Outcast models in, and then.
I was very close to commissioning my buddy Valbjorn to building me a custom Prince Uriel for a Corsair's army that I was working on in 9th edition. But then they took him out of the game, so I was sort of grateful that I didn't do it because, you know.
You could just use him as a random autark.
Well, Valbjorn was one of those guys where he's a super lovely human and he is incredibly nice, and I'm very lucky that he gets on very well with me and all the other things. But he is also one of those extraordinarily skilled craftsmen that you would have to pay him a good amount of money.
It's not.
for it.
He doesn't just like green stuff some stuff on things. Like he is handcrafting each like individual part.
Oh yeah, it's crazy.
Which is mental.
He just did a class up in Nottingham at the what does Rob call his venue again? The T something arena.
The TNA arena.
TNA arena. That's you, Joe. That's the wrestling.
TSN.
TSN arena. That's it. Yeah. So anyway, he did class up there, but he stayed with me a couple of nights and he showed me some of the stuff he's working on. I was just like, flipping hell, man, that's ridiculous. So I'm glad I didn't commission him. One, because I saved money, but also because I never would have done it justice anyway. In terms of if I tried to paint it, it would have just been terrible. But yeah, Uriel would be
Justice for Uriel.
justice for Uriel, mate.
Yeah.
Justice for Uriel.
Next army.
Next army, Drakari, I suppose.
No, we won't
Vect.
talk about them.
Give me
Vex.
Vex.
Yeah.
I want Vex, damn it. Give me a Vex mini.
Vex makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because
I want him on a raider with the sexy ladies.
The what's it fucking called? The Dias.
The Deus? The what?
Something of something. The Dias of something.
Yeah. But I want him on his raider with his sexy ladies.
Drakari is a really weird model range, right? Because Witches and Kabalites are quite old kits, but I think they kind of still stand up. I think they're
That's the
okay.
thing, right?
Kabalites
So
do.
Drakari are a range that doesn't need refreshing apart from the resin kits. Right?
Yeah, maybe.
Right, it doesn't. But
What resin kits have they got now, though? The Beasts, I suppose.
you got the Beast, the Grotesque,
What's the core?
God, yeah,
Is
the
the core
Grotesque.
still?
the Court of the Archon.
Oh, Grotesque's 100%
Yeah.
a new model.
The
court's still resin, right? Is that?
Yeah, that's all resin,
The
yeah.
slip
Although
and
weirdly, there's a plastic version of the Ooh.
That's the Urgle. Oh yeah, he was in
He was in
Blackstone Fortress.
Yeah.
no, the thing is though, I've been saying for ages that the Court of the Archon is a kill team in waiting.
Oh my God, wouldn't that be something?
That is in my
Sliffs
head.
all day.
That's a kill team. That's a kill team on its way.
Mate, I agree with that. That would be absolutely awesome.
And I think it's a range that doesn't need refreshing, but because of the Eldar refresh, Cabalites and Witches need to be scaled up to meet them in height. Because they're a bit shorter now, although they have got the pointy hats that keep them.
The Cabalites do, the Witches less so.
Yeah, I think it's a range that I just love. I think
Oh, yeah.
I don't have an issue with that. range.
Jez was on form that day.
Yeah.
That was one of those 5th edition armies where it was Phil Kelly and Jez, wasn't it, working in tandem to basically completely range refresh.
Who's the character that Mr. the Sky Serpent, Paulie? What's the one? Is it Duke's Silas?
Duke's Listis.
Listis, which
Yeah,
is the crazy.
He has the two swords.
Like David Bowie sword.
Yeah.
Green Goblin Man.
As in the Goblin King from You Remind Me of the Babe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That being a reference to the film.
What would we like to see? Space Marine. Space Marine's the easy one.
Oh, Space Marine's the easy one. Actually, you say it's easy. They've got everything. What would you give them? Just assault Terminators and call it a day?
We'll say model, not unit.
Oh, model, not unit.
Because I've already said assault Terminators, and it's just perpetuating the system, isn't it?
Rogel Dawn.
Rogel Dawn. Oh, Mr. Rogel Dawn.
Give me him back. Get him back from the warp somehow. They need. There's been a while since they've given us a new Primarch.
Yeah.
Chuck him in.
Or a loyalist one.
Yeah, loyalist one. Give us Dawn. Dawn would be a good one.
Yeah.
Or I don't know. To be honest with you, Captain on bike would be cool. I know we're obviously getting Matey Boy, White Scar, Geezer on bike, and he's awesome. But just Captain on bike.
I like the idea that we've got the core name character, but I kind of wish that core name character was a dual kit.
Yeah, it would have been amazing, right? It still might be. You never know. They could be, keeping their powder dry on that one.
Yeah.
But seems unlikely.
I'm always just hands down Gabriel Seth. Gabriel Seth. Right, that was an absolute travesty. A crime was committed by Games Workshop that day. Right. Right. I think that's the biggest ball that Games Workshop's ever dropped. Right. They put two characters in that codex supplement.
Yeah.
Right. That don't even have models or an upgrade kit. Right. Which is the Death Company captain on foot and the Jump captain.
But they both have models.
Yeah, they have models, but they don't have an upgrade pack. You just paint them black.
Yeah, that's fine though, isn't it?
I don't like that for a start, right? Because if you're a captain and you go mental and you join the Death Company,
Yeah.
guess what? You just join the Death Company.
Well, that is
You
true.
don't
I didn't
have
really
a rank
understand why
anymore.
that was the case, but
He
I
doesn't
guess,
have a rank. The only reason he'd be part of the Death Company is that he goes mental mid-battle,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
In which case,
like Tycho did.
someone's had to throw a net over him, like a big butterfly net.
Yeah.
And then every Blood Angel's got a can of like Chaos Black spray.
Yeah,
Like,
ready to
spray
go.
him back quickly. So
Yeah.
and then that's it. So I don't respect that rank at all. He's just Death Company. But the double side of that is that they released Death Company that also doesn't have a unit or an upgrade sprue.
I've solved it, Joe.
Yeah.
Legion of the Damned.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you need for flipping Space Marines.
Yeah.
Give us back the Legion of the Damned.
Yeah. Games Workshop kind of like shuffled them away.
Yeah, no, we need them back. That is the Space Marine
You
unit.
can easily. That's a kill team in itself.
Oh
right?
my God.
And also, you could just put it in Imperial Agents.
Oh, yeah, give us Legion of the
the
Damned
allied
back.
system for Imperial Agents actually like supports Legion of the Damned.
Yeah, no, give us back Legion of the Damned.
I don't want to turn into a Blood Angels rant, but sorry.
It's fine, it's
Again.
fine. So Space Marines, where did we land on Space Marines? We're going Legion of the Damned.
Gabriel Seth and Liam.
Gabriel Seth.
What?
If you got a Space Marine pick, Liam?
I couldn't give a fuck.
Oh, come on. He just wants a new Reaver.
I mean,
Give me another Reaver Lieutenant. Damn it.
I do. I really wish Reavers
I
were
want a
good.
Phobos unit that's actually useful. Outside.
Chaplain
outside
the
the
Aggressor.
Primaris Lucas the Trickster.
Oh, there we go. There we go. With his, didn't he just die though with the whole exploding heart routine?
I mean, it's Games Workshop's narrative, Dan.
Oh yeah, fair.
Yeah.
Eldrad died and he still got a model.
He did, yeah. He put his brain up against a Blackstone Fortress, I hear. Didn't go so well for him.
It didn't go well for him at all.
But he got better. He got better.
Turned me into a newt.
Yes.
Chaos Space Marines.
Chaos Space Marines. What were they called? Not the obliterators, the ones with the melee weapons.
Mutilators.
Mutilators, that's what we want.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I would say no to that, to be honest.
Or, yeah, a new version of the Krabby geezer. What the heck is that thing called?
Mr. Krabs.
Yeah, Mr. Krabs, the one with the demolisher cannon in his
the Defiler.
The Defiler, there you go.
He's overdue.
He is overdue.
Yeah,
Give us a new
overdue,
Defiler.
yeah.
Imagine how cool a new Defiler would be.
Yeah.
That would be absolutely redonkulous.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
I would have said updated Warp Talons and Raptors, but they were shown off recently, weren't they?
Yes and no.
They were leaked, weren't they?
They were leaked.
Oh yeah, they're
And
in
then I
that
do
kill
think
team
Games
box, aren't
Workshop
they?
has. I think Games Workshop has done an official post. But
They
what's
have done,
interesting
yeah.
about that box set, right, is that it's misleading because you get 5 Raptor/Warp Talons and a Chaos Lord with a jump pack.
In one box?
In one box.
That's cool.
Yeah. So it's but I can't tell if those if they're Raptors and Warp Talons or just Warp Talons. I'm not entirely sure.
I quite like the old Raptor kit though.
But I like the thing is though, the problem with the Raptor kit is that I don't like the heads,
Okay.
right? Because they were kind of like, but not the same as the metal Raptors they released, which were
Which one? Because they did two
the
metal
big
Raptors.
long mouthy ones.
Oh, the long mouthy ones. Yeah,
the really cool ones. I was a big fan of them.
They were the because it was weird because they did a hybrid Raptor kit in the start of 3rd edition where it was the guys with the weird kind of like Leonardo da Vinci-esque batwing things that kind of came out of them. And then, for whatever reason, 2 years later, 3 years later, they went, we're going to do Chaos Space Marines again.
Yeah.
And look, new Raptors.
New
with
Raptors.
strange clawed things and more kind of sleek design. It was, sexy.
I like it. I
Yeah.
like it.
Yeah.
Anything from you, Lynn?
What's that?
Anything you want for Chaos Space Marines specifically?
I actually think their range is in a region. Do you know what I would like them to do? This isn't a singular model, but you know how they have. You know exactly where I'm going to go with this, Jay. You know how they have Chaos Predators and Chaos Land Raiders?
Yeah.
I'd like an actual Chaos Predator and a Chaos Land Raider that isn't a loyalist one with a fucking 20-year-old spike sprue.
Yeah.
That's what I'd like.
That drove through a local park.
And rhinos and vindicators.
Yeah.
Like all they are is here's the loyalist version. Here's a 20-year-old sprue with some skulls and a couple of spikes on that you literally just glue to the top.
What's going to happen, right, in the new codex is the codex won't have rhinos, predators, vindicators, the lot.
Oh,
right?
mate, they'll get
because
lynched.
Games Workshop will have a misrepresentation of how many are sold. Because they're like, well, no one's buying them, so we're not going to put them in.
Because everyone's bought the heresy
Because everyone's bought the heresy one, so the numbers are fucked, right?
Yeah.
It's like,
I'd love to see
look, no one's bought a Chaos Land. The Chaos players don't want Land
I'd love
Raiders.
to
So we
see
do. We just use
do
the
you know
heresy
what?
ones.
I'm going to fucking scrap that. Although I would like to see that happen, and I'd like that to be a thing. I'd much rather just have a Dreadclaw.
Oh,
Yeah.
the Dreadclaw. That's a good shout.
Yeah.
40k Dreadclaw would be nice.
But would it be terrible, like 40k drop pods that you'd never use? It's like, oh, good, I've got this thing that will just never get.
Hopefully one with doors that actually open too. That'd be
That'd
good.
be
Yeah.
nice, wouldn't it?
I'd like to see.
Your own penis.
It's quite lame.
Oh.
Is
One
I'd
day,
like
Joe,
to
one
see
day.
Get there.
He is getting
You can see the 2 of his toes now.
I'd like to see a new plastic Chaos Lord and Terminator armor and a new Sorcerer and
Oh,
Terminator
yeah,
armor,
to be
because
fair.
that kit is the 6th edition one, I think.
No, God, it's even older than that, mate. I think it came out in 4th ed.
But it came out.
Or the
It's-
Chaos Lord.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Chaos Lord. It's well
Still
old.
not a terrible kit though, right?
It's awful.
Oh, the
It's
dual lightning
not
core
that
version of it.
bad.
He's cool.
It's not that bad, Joe.
The problem is, right?
The Sorcerer version is bad, to be fair.
But the problem is both versions do not match the new Terminators.
Yeah, but the new Terminators are weird anyway because they just
love
sort of
the new
felt like they didn't have any of the new kind of primaris iconography on them in so much as all the helmets of things that are on it are all the old firstborn helmets. So it all sort of felt like they were a hangover from an older edition that they forgot to release for whatever reason.
I just kind of feel like with the Chaos range that Games Workshop isn't admitting that Chaos players are really leaning into the Horus Heresy vibe, because currently if you want to upgrade your Chaos Space Marine models, you have to use Horus Heresy models to do it. So the Chaos Chaos Space Marine community is not representative of what Games Workshop wants the Chaos Army to be, because everyone's just doing all these armor mixes and stuff. So I'd like to Games Workshop to kind of go, well, actually, if that's what you're doing, because we're not giving it to you, what we will give you will then put our models in line with what we're already doing.
If they did no new model resculpts, but they just kept doing Legion expansion kill teams, would you be happy with that?
Oh, yeah.
If they were all as
super
cool as
happy
the
with
ones
that.
they've done
Like
so
a
far.
Word Bearers kill team, and then like an Alpha Legion kill team.
I either won Word Bearers or Iron Warriors.
I've actually had a eureka moment and worked out what Joe actually really wants. He wants a mini for Kaon with his companions.
Oh, if that black library book,
Yeah. Kaon and his dog.
He just orgasmed a little bit.
Yeah,
didn't you?
Mr. Curry. Come on.
that black library book has to come out with an associated model.
Oh, mate. Like,
And if it
honestly,
doesn't, they've missed out on printing money.
yeah, if they never do a mini for Kaon, I'd even take him completely like limbless in the Imperial prisons. Like that'd be great.
He's
Like,
still got his arms and legs.
no,
He's
they
got no
chopped
eyes.
them all off, didn't they?
No, he's got arms and legs.
No, I thought they
so he's
took-
chained up. He's
Oh,
just
okay,
got
so
no
he got
eyes.
his limbs.
Yeah.
Oh, fair.
Yeah, he's not like a potato. Just
Well,
lying
that's
there.
what they did to him. I thought they
just a
just-
sack of organs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
I'd like to
Kaon
see.
with his boys would be.
Yeah.
And that what was the name of his his Drakari partner thing, demon thing? I've forgotten a
What's
name
the
now.
name? I've not listened
Anyway.
Oh, the weird winged.
Yeah, the winged like almost.
Neferati.
Yes, that-
Nefertara.
Yeah,
Nefertara, that's
it,
the one.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be so cool.
And
Once per game, he could summon that thing that he did, that one shot ridiculous one that he had.
the Ragged Knight.
Yes.
Which is the Demon Prince.
I put my shoes back on
Yeah, why?
because they're dry now.
there you go. There you go.
Yeah.
That's what we want for chaos.
Next army.
Next army. Do we go through all the chaos?
I mean, we have got chat to get to as well, Joe.
Oh, go on then. Let's do that.
But and we're also already on 42 members.
Because they're important
Ooh.
to me. And Tyranids. Because I know you like
Tyranids.
Tyranids. I know you like Tyranids.
The Doom of Mama.
There's only one right answer to this.
One eye. No.
Close.
Doom of Mama.
No.
Oh, come on. He's cool. He ate
The Red
elder.
Terror.
Is a good shout.
A Red Terror. I won a massive actual named character Trigon that's just really scary.
Yeah, like new scale.
Yeah.
Not like the old Red Terror scale.
Yeah.
Which didn't look like it could swallow
Not
fucking
not
anything.
just a slightly bigger Ravener.
Yeah.
I want something that when you put it... what I want is a Tyranid model that when you put it on the table, your opponent's like, oh shit.
I would
Right.
like a plastic Democarian.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I love
nice.
the Democarian. They were so cool.
The thing is that he's kind of covered by the Norn. So I've got the one at home that you gave me, which I'm just going to build and then just run as a Norn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Norns, I kind of wanted them to be a bit bigger.
The Norn was a missed opportunity. He needed to be a third bigger.
Oh,
and
he
then
needed
he's
to
the
be
same
much
size
bigger.
as a knight.
Do you remember when they did that kind of like marketing push where they were sort of talking about it and they were like, he's bigger than a Wraith Lord, and you think,
Yeah.
oh my god, bigger than a Wraith
and
Knight.
all-
Oh, hang on, no, it's
said Lord.
Not Lord.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
yeah.
all
So
the
not that big at all.
And all the marketing promo pictures, he's never photographed next to another Tyranid.
No.
So he's always on his own. In all the pictures, he's just stood off to one side. And then they're like, oh, he's nearly as big as a knight. You know, he's bigger than a Redemptor. And actually, a Redemptor's not that big in grand scheme of things.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, if he was a third bigger and his claws are the scything talons are a bit longer.
I think they could bring out a whole new unit. As long as it was fucking knight sized with Tyranids, I'd be happy. Something legitimately terrifying.
A Hyrule kit. A Hyrule kit that's a dual one. You can give it the guns or the claws.
They've revisited everything now, though, haven't they? Because they've done the Pyrovores. Oh, they've got rid of the Venom Thropes. Those have gone,
No, they're
right?
still it.
No, they
The
still got Venom
Venom
Thropes.
Venom Thropes are cool as shit. It's just Zoanthropes are flat better.
The Venom Thropes are just like your minus one to hit.
Yeah, okay, fair. So you just don't see it.
It's like the Toxicrene, right? The Toxicrene's cool as shit, but no one plays it because it's literally impossible
I'd
to
love
transport.
to see a resculpt of him where he's actually usable. Because
I want them to make his tentacles out of bendy plastic.
Yeah, wouldn't that be
well,
nice?
the thing is though, right? I want
Good
to know
Lord.
what the ruling on, because obviously when you build him, he's just like that with his tentacles. And he's like, but luckily the tentacles don't exist for the realms of moving through walls because you measure from his base.
Oh, okay.
Right, so they're not there. But what they are there for is being picked as a target to be shot.
Yes, it is.
And when he's like 3.5 feet wide, right, he's like, oh, I guess he died then, I suppose.
Yeah.
But if you could resculpt him, I've seen people do it where he's like a giant spore mine. So got rid of his legs, and then the tentacles are like underneath it, so it's like floating along, which I quite like that because it's like a jellyfish almost.
I kind of miss the good old days when people used to use the. You used to see it quite a lot. The birthing ones, the ones that would just spew out more gaunts.
Oh, the Tervigon.
Oh,
I've got one half painted, which I need to finish.
We need to get back to a world where that's the meta, where it's just literally hordes of gaunts spewing out of.
So boring. The problem.
I know, but it was. Well, yeah, I suppose
the biggest problem with the Tervigon is it only buffs Termagants, but obviously they share part of a name, right?
Yeah.
If they buffed Hormagaunts as well,
it
would be better. If it was just the Gaunt Mummy.
Yeah, I like the Gaunt Mummy.
Yeah.
The Gaunt Mummy would be cool. And she could also birth the newer Gaunts with the brain bugs or whatever they are. What were they doing with them?
Oh, honestly, I put those on the table, the Neuro Gaunts. They came in Leviathan, and if only one character can join them, and that's the Neuro Tyrant.
Yes.
And if he joins them, they negatively impact him massively because they make a 12 wound toughness 9 or 10 model, toughness 3.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not great.
And they give him the infantry keyword. So he's a toughness 3 infantry guy who just gets annihilated. So basically, the only reason you take them is if you have 50 points spare and you've got nothing to put it into. And you're like, cool, they just sit on my home or whatever. Or I outflank them to get me a secondary. But they're literally useless otherwise. Yeah.
I was going to make a suggestion for Imperial Knights because it's the only one that I kind of thought about before. But
this might be some. It might be similar to what I talked about on stream the other day. That's mainly because we talk about it a lot.
Oh, really? What did you do that was similar on stream? Tell me.
I said that knights, they need to shift it because we've had this conversation before to knight characters. So infantry, like Canis, like what's his name?
Yeah, that's exactly what we've talked about before.
Canis Rexman.
Yeah, we've gone over this. Yeah, every knight needs a pilot, and the pilots need to have abilities.
I would like Imperial Knights as a book to change to knightly households, and I would like to see ground troops, the guard that they use narratively to protect them, and have an actual infantry option that is knight specific.
Yeah.
I'd like to see that, I'll be honest.
I think the infantry thing is, because I think the problem is with that is the minute you start giving them infantry units, then you end up in a scenario where they're more like the Tau or something like that, where they've got that sort of synergy of big and infantry and whatever.
Yeah.
I think if you give them pilots, again, I sort of took inspiration from the X-Wing game, because X-Wing had that thing where you take an X-Wing, but if you have Luke Skywalker piloting it over, say, Chewie, it has different attributes, and I always sort of felt that could have been a really interesting way.
Yeah, I think it's super cool. I like the idea of making them more like personalities rather than just three Crusaders.
Yeah, I think the other thing as well, though, is it, again, just trying to think about like what we were talking about a minute ago with Chaos Space Marines versus Space Marines, is it gives you an opportunity to then make Chaos Knights a bit different, because Chaos Knights don't have pilots because they're all demonically possessed crazy things or whatever, and then it becomes a bit more that Chaos Knights have their own kind of USP, which is they're maybe better in different ways because they're more demon-y, whatever. But anyway.
Right, I'm going to jump into chat because there's actually a fair amount. Although we're currently less than halfway through the members' goal, Joe. So you need to start.
But they need to make it up in super chats, so it's fine.
You need to do your best begging voice, right?
Come on, Joe.
Josh, thank you for the $10. Sorry, not the $10. It's the yellow one. It's actually 78 Hong Kong dollars, I think. Honest opinions, please. Can a Stomper be vaguely competitive? If not, how about 2 Gorkanauts or Morkanauts, one of each? Love Thousand Suns versus Raven Guard. Hope to see Orcs back sometime soon. We will see Orcs back. Who plays Orcs? Tom. And
Brom.
Well, Brom's done the schedule for next month and marked himself off for the whole thing again.
Yeah.
I think Little's still in hospital for the next 3 weeks, so that's probably why. So it might be if we ask Tom if he wants to bring his Orcs back.
I could run them at some point.
I'll be running Orcs this Saturday, but obviously not Warhammer 40,000 Orcs.
Yeah.
So,
It's not
Can
a Stomper be vaguely competitive? I'm going to say no.
I'm going to say no. I know people who have tried, right? And the thing is, though, it's like, it's the dream that was Rome. It could have been great, but it could have been great, but no. The 2 Gorkanaut Morkanaut, I think, is the way to go. Because the problem with the Stomper is its biggest downside is it's fucking massive, right? That's its number one flaw because it can't move it. Well, it can move through walls now. I think they've changed the rules so it can go through walls. The rules to go through walls, right? But it can't stand many places. Like there's only like maybe 2 or 3 places on the table where it can go, and then it just kind of move blocks the rest of your army. Whereas the Morkanaut Gorkanauts have a bit more freedom. They can't go through walls apart from in maybe one detachment, but at least they're not getting in the way. Also, I think they have a greater damage output over the 2.
I will say this for the Stomper though. I think one of the greatest plastic kits GW had made. Yeah. Certainly at the time it came out, there was nothing like it, and I think it's still sort of held up. I think they just put a lot of love and attention into that thing in a way that, because it is. I mean, like you compare it to like I don't know the Lord of Skulls or whatever else sort of came out shortly thereafter. They all felt relatively phoned in by comparison, but that Stomper is stunning. I mean, if there was a way to make it competitive, I'd love to figure it out because I think it is great.
I personally, this is my own personal opinion, so don't crucify me or judge me.
Right? All they can do is crucify you for it, Joe. It's just your opinion.
Yeah, that is. Yeah.
There's no one else they can blame for this but you.
Yeah, I don't think that orcs as a faction should be an army you take to win competitively.
No, I agree. Right? I 100% agree.
Orcs in my head, and they always kind of went apart. They're the fun army. They're the like, I want to get drunk, eat really unhealthy food, and shout like a really arrogant wanker for a weekend.
I mean, what a set of criteria to set for yourself.
I don't want to typecast orc players, but you're kind of already in that bracket, right? But I think orc players, they're the ones. They're the monkey wrench at an event. Right?
Oh yeah.
They're the like. I'm going into an orc army. I don't know what the outcome's going to be.
Mate, honestly, when I was playing really competitive 8th edition stuff back in the day, my older army was very fine tuned and beat lots of things. But 8th edition orcs were just literally like, see what happens. Like you never
because they're like orc armies have been really broken on releases because they're too consistently efficient, right? They're like, everything's got sustained hits too, or everything's got a 5-up, feel no pain, right? And all the weapons are strength 8, -2, damage 2, and they've got 1 million attacks, right? I think orcs have always been the random army. You roll a dice to see what the unit does, and something happens, right? And I think orcs should always be if I roll enough dice with a good outcome for a random happenstance, I win.
Yeah.
But mad shit's going to happen. Or I don't think it should be. Or you roll bad on the random stuff happens. A bunch of your stuff probably dies, but as an outcome, like a bunch of weird shit happens. Right? I think that's just what orcs should be. Not like, it's all toughness 6 with a 2-up armor save, 5-up feel no pain, and puts out 1 million attacks. I don't think that's what orcs should be.
I do feel like, as well, within like the game in general, I feel like Blood Bowl does this really well, doesn't it? Where you know when you're playing Blood Bowl that some teams are worse than other teams. Like if you're bringing Snotlings, you know that you're bringing a really bad team, and you kind of accept it for what it is. So you know, I don't know what it would necessarily do to the business model of 40k though. If Games Workshop embraced that concept, we're like, we've knowingly made this army a bit bonkers, but ultimately it's a bit trash. It probably doesn't kind of align with their fiscal goals, but I do love it. I think orcs should probably be more.
But there was a time where you could take the Gazgal Fucker army.
Gazgal Fucker?
Yeah.
Gaz Skullfucker,
you took Gaz Skullfucker, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Gaz Skullfucker is his new name.
Yeah.
Yes!
And then...
he does have a skull. That's obviously what happened. You know, an armoured skull. That's obviously what happened to him.
Yeah.
Gaz Skullfucker.
He went a bit hard on a squig off. Right? And basically... He gave your every single vehicle in your army deep strike.
Did he?
Yeah. But the mishap, but you added...
Which edition was this that you did this?
I think it was like 7th edition. There was like a random like thing you could take where he just gave all your transports and stuff deep strike. But the deep strike mishap table was like every time you rolled on it, it was always like +1, +2. So, like, because he's just flinging trucks at the planet from a ship, right? But obviously, it's a truck.
Yeah.
So the chances of it hitting the ground and just exploding was
fairly
higher.
reasonable. Yeah,
and I was
yeah.
like, that's amazing. I just like the idea of these trucks just falling out of the sky.
They did that with Blood Angels for a while, remember?
Yeah.
Blood Angels in 5th edition had deep striking land raiders.
Yeah, but
and the fluff behind it is, we got so many of these.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't we just throw them out of planes?
But when they got to Baal, they really missed them.
Yeah, exactly. Oh dear.
But I just like, but the problem is because of how Deep Strike as a rule has changed, it's like you can't do like crazy fun stuff like that anymore because everyone just comes in 9 inches away.
Yeah.
Um,
Although it was a bit silly before, wasn't
they
it?
could kind of maybe do it now, but just say like on a 1, 2, or 3, the transport is destroyed and the people just tumble out, and then you've got orcs everywhere.
That's it.
But I like that idea. I think it's really fun.
We've taken like 15 minutes to answer the first
It's all right.
chat thing.
And
Although I have
Yeah,
a sort
no
of
spin-off.
hard stop, Joe, because I don't have your list yet, so I can't make your graphic. I've now made Adam's graphic. I've made the thumbnail.
I'll write my list.
They are. You need to pivot to orcs now, Joe. Take Skullfucker.
Yeah.
Gaz Skullfucker is my new favourite. My new favourite name for a unit, by the way.
Not Wizard Lizard,
Wizard Lizard. That's actually very good.
It's very good. It's a good one.
but we could get a T-shirt of Gaz Skullfucker.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Gaz Skullfucker and Wizard Lizard. We should trademark, I think.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Will Stewart, you wonderful human in New Zealand land, for 10 of the finest gifted memberships, Joe.
Thank you, Will. I hope that New Zealand becomes the new planetary superpower because we change the exchange rate based on the cost of sheep.
Is New Zealand famous for their sheep abundance?
It's just a country of sheep.
Is
There's
it?
a great film called Black Sheep.
I'm familiar with that film. It is
Yeah.
a fantastic piece of
Yeah,
work. Yeah.
it's
Was
great
that filmed
film.
in New Zealand? Was it?
It was made in it's made in New
And
Zealand.
that is why we're asserting that they
Yeah.
have.
It's so. If you haven't watched Black Sheep, go and watch it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's incredible film.
Barber.
Yeah.
Bah, bah.
Go on then. Oh, there's lots going on here. Oh. It's me and Dan. That's what we need. You know, more me and Dan.
Thank you so much, Brandon Lagasse,
Like I say.
for the 5 gifted memberships.
Thank you, Brandon. I hope that you learn to cook the perfect beef Wellington.
Oh,
I fucking love a beef.
I
Wellington.
realised in the car.
as he was munching on a beef Wellington.
No, I've never had a beef Wellington,
What?
and it looks incredible. I've seen pictures.
You
of
call
them.
yourself a British man?
I made a festive beef Wellington a few years ago, Joe, and it was fucking incredible.
I think it's because I don't like wearing wellies.
That's true.
You don't have to do that to eat it.
No?
Yeah, I mean you can. You don't
Joe-
have to.
Just to say though, as well, Joe, as a sign of solidarity,
Yeah.
I too have not eaten a beef Wellington. Would you believe? And I live a luxurious lifestyle.
It's
and,
just-
you know,
it's
never
basic-
ever.
It's basically a giant sausage roll as well, isn't it?
Well, no, it's
Why
like
don't-
a steak in a.
It's like fillet beef with normally like mushrooms and herbs in a crust pastry. It's fucking incredible.
It does
Joe.
look incredible.
Have you never had it? I need to take you out to a fancy beef Wellington.
Yeah, let's go
somewhere.
to Gordon Ramsay's joint.
Yeah.
Let's not do that.
Liam.
That's not that. Not
Liam-
that fancy.
Dan's like, oh, Liam's paying. Off we go.
Who
Got, uh,
fucking isn't?
Yeah.
Thank you, Will, for the 10. Thank you, Brandon, for the 5. Thank you, Will, for $5. He says, played my woos against Tau, tabled in turn 3. He asked me where I worked. I learned to play so well. Great haul, baby. I mean, you flat lied to him.
Yeah.
You didn't learn to play like that from
No one's teaching anything in this fucking department. But
Adam's going to take you to school this evening.
Yeah.
Look at.
yeah, but I mean, the school of run at them and punch them in the face is very much a great hall thing, isn't it? Really?
That's yes.
Did he take double Land Raider Redeemer?
Yeah.
If
If he didn't,
you're a
he failed.
coward.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. That's the only way.
Yeah.
It's a Tau army. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Take 2 Redeemers.
And I'll just explode when I get there.
Yeah, thank you, Will, for the $5 for legend. Thank you, Nick, for the $2. Quality T-shirt, Joe. #believe.
Thank you.
What's that from?
This is Joe Hendry.
I believe in Joe Hendry.
Who?
You say his name and he will appear.
Exactly.
Joe Hendry.
Why did you clap?
He's but it's part of his intro thing. It's like, I believe in Joe Hendry.
Yeah. Do the turn, Joe. Do the turn.
Who the fuck is Joe Hendry?
Oh, you're in for a treat, Liam. Here you go. He's going for the turn. You're supposed to point.
No, he does that, and then he does
the point.
No, who the fuck is Joe Hendry?
Joe Hendry's a wrestler.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah. He may be the TNA champion at the moment.
I don't know if he's a champion anymore. I've not
he
watched
was
it
for a while.
I've not watched it for a couple of weeks.
Okay.
But,
he fought Randy Orton at the WrestleMania.
At WrestleMania, and he was in the Royal Rumble.
It's much clearer now as to why I don't know, because I'm an adult.
Basically, his
It's true.
That's fine. That's fine.
Oh dear.
But like for an NXT wrestler, he is like social media genius.
What's NXT? What's that?
It's WWE's developmental program. So essentially, if you're an aspiring wrestler, you join their kind of training operation, and then you go to NXT to get TV time.
And then basically, like AEW is basically soft retirement.
Right, okay.
There's like WCW of yesteryear.
Lively Panda, thank you. I'm going to move on very quickly. Lively Panda, thank you for the $5. He says, quotes, I hear you're a racist now, Adam.
Oh!
And then it says Joe, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear you're a racist now, father.
Just Jupiter, thank you for the one gifted. Zylic, thank you for the $5. He says, been loving painting my black and white style Night Haunt. It's the most I've ever enjoyed batch painting, and it looks pretty good to me. I mean, I think they are a faction that, like, you get good results quickly with them.
Yeah, they are essentially, like, because they came out AOS second Ed, which I think is when contrast paints came out, wasn't it?
Not quite, but shortly thereafter,
Yeah. So they're kind of like the army that is like almost designed for contrast paints, right?
Nagashnu.
Yeah, and but they are almost the army that was designed for like airbrush painters. You know, they're like, how do we get airbrush painters into playing AOS? Ghost Army.
The only thing that terrifies me about the Nighthaunt range is just how spiddly their little ghosty socks are, and how they just sort of very clearly going to, like, I mean, obviously nowadays with more magnetic style cases and things, I suppose they're a lot more.
But the thing is, I know a lot of people who have used magnets on their bases, and then the magnets have been too strong, so it just means that they've just snapped their models quicker.
I've done that.
Yeah, and
Can confirm.
But I do think Warmag, well, hashtag not sponsored.
Warmag solves all the problems.
Warmag ones are strong enough to keep the models on, but not so strong they just snap, right? And that's what you want.
Yeah.
They're an army that, like, I really kind of like the narrative behind.
I think the uniquely interesting thing with them at the moment is the fact that obviously they have had such a drastic departure from what they were previously.
Yeah.
So I know Phil is dealing with a lot of pain and anguish at the moment because...
Yes and no, right? I don't know if Phil's watching. He was complaining in the group chat the other day.
He was very much... Well, he has been on a rant about Nighthaunt.
He was complaining that the only unit he's painted is the one that went to Legends, right?
Well, that's not true. He also painted Hex Wraiths and other things, which are likely to
he was
in
like,
the future.
and he was quite irate about Games Workshop. And I was like...
He wasn't thrilled.
But the problem about Phil is he takes like 6 years to paint an army.
He does, to be
And it's
fair.
kind of like you haven't finished his army, we've had 2 editions.
Yeah,
I feel like only painting one unit is more of a you.
But like the end result of his Deathcore and Krieg were fucking stunning.
I mean, his Deathcore Krieg are...
They're pretty lads.
Possibly one of the most beautiful armies like I've ever seen painted.
Some of the conversions in it even are just fucking incredible.
The only person I think really rivals him is Toke.
Oh, when it comes to the Krieg stuff, yeah. I think
because Phil's got to take a back seat because Phil can convert like Toke.
Have you seen his Thunder Warriors in person?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, yeah,
Oh,
so it's like he can convert like Toke, but Toke's just stayed with Krieg, whereas he Phil's kind of reached out onto other stuff.
Yeah, Phil's Thunder Warrior army is stupid cool.
But the biggest problem is he's very slow.
He is very slow.
He's very slow.
He's very slow.
But
what are you throwing shade at Phil for?
Yeah, exactly. What are we doing this for, eh? Because I do a podcast with him all the time.
I
know, basically, no. So it's just because he was complaining the other day, and I know. But the problem was,
and Joe never complains.
By the time I got to the group chat and read it, hours had passed.
Yeah.
So I couldn't have just gone, blah blah.
Man
right?
like wet pants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could have been like, get good scrub.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So it said I outed him live on the internet.
Okay, cool,
It says
brilliant.
in front of loads of people.
Sorry, Phil. I think you're all right.
I think I love Phil.
clearly Joe thinks
Phil's
you're
like
not.
one of my favourite people. We've always done all right as in our dual games. What are they called? What are they called? Where the two of you playing?
Doubles.
Doubles. That's the one. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the number.
Thank you, Sir Galahad, for the $10. When did Liam become such a good-looking bastard? The channel will be streaming on only Warhammer soon. I'd like 11th edition to simply be 10th edition tidying up into readable update books and a Samael.
Oh, a Samael.
Oh, Plastic Sammy.
Yeah, come on, Sammy.
I can't believe I did say it, because Sammy's like one of my favourite characters for the Dark Angels. It used to be Belial, but Games Workshop just systematically made him terrible.
The question mark becomes, though, is he saying that you're a good-looking bastard, Joe, or is he saying that I'm a good-looking
You.
Well, Joe's already here.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
So it'd be you that he's talking about, Dan.
Well, I did better than last time. I mean, last time I came on here, some guy said I looked like I was running for government under the banner of the BNP. So I think I've done better than that, at least.
What?
For some reason, someone said I looked like a BNP politician last time I came
they
on.
did.
I was like, oh, good,
Yeah.
cheers.
He didn't have a Union Jack behind him.
No, I didn't.
Weird,
Although,
yeah.
you know,
I mean, you do look very different to most people on the channel, you know, white, beard.
yeah, exactly. It's a totally unique look here.
Why are you so different, Dan?
I know. I'm such a oddity.
Flying.
I'm still holding on to most of my hair, though, Joe. I'm doing all right.
I have to hide mine. Hide the loss of mine.
Or it's going very grey, though, increasingly.
Yeah, he's got to grow his beard out bigger as well, because otherwise if he trims it, makes his face look longer, he says. It's his words, not mine.
That's
it's his
fair.
words.
That's fair.
It does. I've got a very round head.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Massive penis.
Takes him quite a long time to wash
with a
his
massive
face.
round head on that. too.
Yeah.
Like a conker.
Bulbous.
On a string.
I've already cut that out, Carol.
Thank you, Ash, for $2. He says, we're not breaking NDA because of the implication. Exactly, we never break NDA here.
Implication.
Only Loose does. And then thank you, Mr. the Brass Scorpion, Joe,
Yeah.
for 20
20?
gifted membership.
I've already wished him a brass scorpion previously.
Probably more than once, to be fair, knowing
Yeah.
you. So original.
I hope that they make for you a edible version of Blood for the Blood God.
Oh.
Yeah.
They have already done that, you know.
I mean, currently it is technically edible, but it's not safe.
Well, no. You can buy Blood for the Blood God Spirit from
Oh, yeah,
Warhammer
they did,
Works.
didn't they?
They did do it.
I hope someone sends you.
If it's
6 bottles.
edible, how is it edible and not safe? How does that make any sense?
Well, what he was
Because
suggesting was
most things are edible, but they're not healthy.
he was
Right,
suggesting the paint was edible if you wanted to drink the paint. But what
Yeah,
I was
like
saying is they've done. I think it's like a vodka or something. The Blood for the Blood
like
God.
you could take a pot of Blood for the Blood God and just be like, bloop, shot it, you know.
Okay.
Richie was talking about buying a big bottle of it from. Well, you can only buy it in a big bottle form, but when he was at Warhammer World for the
He
upcoming.
did. I remember now. I remember him taking it to the table and talking about it.
And he's going to just be like, forcing people to take shots with him, basically. when
I mean,
he's
that's
taking
not a terrible
corn army,
idea.
I think, to the next one. Anyway, there you go.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
We're on 43 members right now, chat.
best
105 likes for you people, you cheeky chaps right now,
Oh,
Joe.
thank you.
We're doing all right. But more members would be great, waved in Dan and Joe's face. Bereza27, thank you for the 5 gifted.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I hope that for this weekend, your local Domino's does 90% off.
Ooh.
90.
Yeah.
On
Yeah.
any order over any amount, or just all things?
Any order over £30.
The thing is, with the amount that they charge, if they're doing
It's one
90,
pizza, 30 quid.
if they're doing 90% off, they're probably still making 9% profit.
yeah.
And then thank you so much, Apollo. I'm going to leave you this one once I run to the toilet, Joe. Thank you, Apollo, who says, for the $5, he says, in a parallel world in which Games Workshop actually like Grey Knights, what new units and characters would you like to see added to their range?
I'm going to be really controversial. I'd like to see a smaller Grey Knight range.
Oh, well, you think you want them just to go allies exclusive?
Yep.
You want them back
Yeah.
in the olden days?
I want less options. I believe that Grey Knights, Custodes, Death Watch shouldn't be their own armies.
Okay, there you go. Hot take.
I don't think they should, because there's only 10,000 custodes.
That's true. Yes.
Right. When one dies, they just pop one out of the chamber,
Out of the machine. Yeah.
You know.
Yep.
And out, and then when they go out into the universe, you might get 5 max.
Okay.
Right. And that's all it should be. And or more often than not, it's usually one Custodes, one Sister of Silence.
They're a double act.
It, right? They're double acts, right? And I think that's what they should have been in Agents of the Imperium. You could take a 5-man squad of Custodian Guard. You could take a 5-man Warden squad.
Yeah.
A captain on foot, Captain Terminator R, and a unit of the Terminators, right? And then they should all be 0-1. Every single one should be a unique unit. Because they're so rare, a whole army shouldn't be there.
No, that's fair.
Right?
That's fair.
And it's like, Death Watch shouldn't be an army. They should be a kill team. Because in the narrative, when the Inquisition needs something fixed,
when they need something
aliens,
killing,
they're like, aliens, fix it,
Yeah.
right? And they send a Death Watch kill team
Yep.
with one leader of rank. So a librarian, a captain, a chaplain.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Like Kill Team Cassius.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or in the real rare example, right? It's like in the Eisenhorn books. There is a captain, a librarian, and 30 Death Watch turn up, right? Mm-hmm. And those 30 Death Watch are dispersed, one per squad of guard, like elite squad of guard that they're with. Right, because there's loads of Inquisitors because they have to deal with a demon host. So there's 30 Inquisitors. Each one gets a Death Watch member, and that's it. And that's how they solve the problems. And the same for the Grey Knights, right? I feel like the Grey Knights should be just like a squad.
Yeah, I don't necessarily disagree. I always remember when they first introduced the concept of power armored, although it's not power armor in so much as artificer armor, isn't it, or whatever it is. But when they introduced the kind of more, because obviously back in the day it was just the Terminator squad, and then I think it was in 3rd edition, 4th edition, they were like, oh, here you go, take them in Codex Demon Hunters, and they're now, got that thing, and they added some interesting character. And then when they did 5th edition, they were like, okay, well, we've got these 2 types. We've got Terminators and we've got power armored guys. Yeah. Here's 4 different squads that you can make out of it. So it's like the Devastator equivalent, the Jumpy equivalent, the more melee focused, the more all-rounder one, or whatever it was. Yeah. And I don't necessarily hate all of that. I think the thing is with them is that I really think, and I think this for Custodians as well, right? I think what they need to do is they need to kind of pull the trigger and get rid of generic Space Marine stuff from both ranges. It's crazy to me that Custodians still have the Contemptor Dreadnought kit in their range. It's like, why do they have the Contemptor Dreadnought? It's madness. And then the Land Raider as well doesn't really make a lot of sense within the confines of Custodians. Same thing with Grey Knights. I'm kind of like, why do you just give me a generic Terminator Chaplain, a generic Terminator Librarian, a generic Dreadnought? All of these things feel really kind of underwhelming. So I'd like it that Grey Knights were kind of severed entirely from the standard range, and if they do have rhinos, they're special Grey Knight rhinos that are unique, like the Adeptus Sororitas Sisters of Battle rhinos, right? And then all that stuff kind of goes from there. I think that's the thing, that they just need to kind of pull the trigger on giving them their own stuff, really. Yeah. And I never really understood Tech Marines in the concept of Grey Knights either. Grey Knight Tech Marines always confused me. Yeah. Because Grey Knights aren't very trusting of stuff, and theoretically, that geezer's got to go off to Mars and learn some things to come back, and it was all very,
he's got to go to Mars and pretend not to be a psychic.
Yes, exactly.
For reference, I don't know if you were keeping an eye on it whilst I was in the bathroom, but a lot of chat agreed with what you were saying about Grey Knights.
Oh,
yeah, a lot of people agreed with it. Yeah. So, I know you said it might be an unpopular take. Apparently, quite a popular take on the whole.
Yeah. I just like, what's mental, right, is that Grey Knights are more rare than Custodians, because there's only 1,000 of them. There's literally 10 times more Custodians than there are.
But the Grey Knights are going to beat the Custodians anyway in the Terminus degree. So.
Yeah. And it's apparently the Grey Knights just travel around the universe in force. never splitting up because they're just all going around, and all the named characters are always in the same place all the same time.
Yeah.
Well, the named characters are off in the warp all the time, aren't they? They're always like crusading around that.
I just think that they shouldn't be their own army anymore. And like, if you look at,
I'm inclined to. Well, the thing is, right? Narratively speaking, I do not disagree with you at all. However, the problem I have, which is always a problem I have when we have these kinds of conversations, is when you have allowed people to build a whole army around Grey Knights or Death Watch or Harlequins or whatever, taking it away is always going to be a feels bad.
If you look at what they've done to Harlequins, right, they were a full army. They're now a small selection inside Eldar.
But you can still take them as I think they've done Harlequins quite well because you can still run them as a full army.
If you look at Agents of the Imperium, right, you can still run a full army of Death Watch in Agents of the Imperium.
Could you do that before the PDF update, or?
Yes, because you could still take 6 squads of battle line infantry, which were 200 points each, so that's 1,200 points. You could take 3 Corvus Black Stars. You could take Watch Captain Artemis and 3 Watch Captains. So you can do 2,000 points. Plus, you can also include Inquisitors in that as well, and you can include like Inquisitorial Henchmen. So you can make a full narrative Death Watch army from Agents of the Imperium. So you could still do it with Grey Knights, but they shouldn't be as in force as they are.
Yeah, okay.
I don't.
Cool. I'm into it. Thank you, Stefan, for the $5. Knowing Games Workshop, all the new units will be upgrade sprues because minimum effort. Well, no, not quite, Stefan. It's upgrade sprues because minimum effort, or kill teams because they can charge more.
Yeah.
£10 extra for some cars you'll never use.
It is their ongoing model when it comes to that side of things. It does always feel really bad, doesn't it, when you've seen obviously what the full range of releases have been over the span of this year for the Blood Angels yet again, that they just literally got the most of their stuff just like Joe was saying before, it's just paint it black or it's just an upgrade sprue.
It's not even an upgrade sprue.
Yeah.
So Dev Company aren't technically an upgrade sprue.
Well, they do because they've got the
Eviscerator, which also a captain can take. So it's not locked to just Death Company. And there's there's 2 Death Company symbols on that sprue, which are designed to go
on the Brutalis.
That's just an upgrade sticker, basically. It just felt like Games Workshop didn't care, right? Obviously, we got Lemartes, we got Asterath.
Yeah, which was great.
Both incredible models,
Love
but
them.
I still maintain that Lemartes is in the wrong pose.
Don't you forget those super detailed and beautiful sculpted Sangard.
Oh yes, don't forget them.
Sangard are great if you don't make them as how Games Workshop tell you to. If you convert them ever so slightly, I think they're fine.
We've got these leftover Stormcast models. What do we need to do with them? Chuck them in the Blood Angel range. They'll do fine.
It's just as a range, they just really dropped the ball. Especially when you look at like Templars, right?
I think when you look at Templars and what Dark Angels received and what Space Wolves received, I don't think you just look at Templars, Joe. I think you look at pretty much every other non-Codex compliant chapter and you go, they all seem to have had a lot more effort. I think the biggest ball, I can live legitimately with the lack of super ornate, super detailed Sangard. I don't hate them. I've never hated them. I think they're a step down, but I still think they're nice models. But then when you look at what they've done to Death Company, that is quite literally criminal. Because for me, I don't know if this is just me, but growing up, Death Company were a lot more prevalent than Sangard. The first box my brother ever got given to him by my grandmother when we were too young to know even what Warhammer was Metal Death Company with Lemartes in the box.
Oh yeah, God, the classic.
They had them long before they had Sangard as models.
And what is interesting, if you're like me, I'm not a Blood Angels player, I'm a Flesh Tearers player, right? Flesh Tearers don't have Sangard.
No, quite.
Because Gabriel Seth literally hates them. He's like, I don't want them. I hate them. Get them out of my army. So he has company heroes and stuff. He has command squads, but Flesh Tearers are all about Death Company. And Games Workshop were like, you don't get your character anymore and also that main thing that your army is kind of known for doesn't really exist as a unit. Like it has rules, but there's no models for it. But we will give you a transfer now.
What was the unit called that was like the Sangard equivalent in Heresy that was really cool with the jump packs that they did with the they would have like spears and stuff.
I know which ones you mean, but I can't remember.
Because I know obviously in the early instances, like Sangard weren't Sangard, they were just honor guard, weren't they? So that was like the original thing. So it was a command squad with jump packs.
At least for Flesh Terrors, Joe, you now have a Flesh Terror shoulder pad.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Singular in a kill team.
It was, but then, like, it was just a spit in the face, really. I just think, like, if they don't appear, because you got to think, right, so I was talking about this, right, is that I felt this is a stream in itself, right, has Games Workshop secretly perfectly set up every army for 11th edition?
Well, I don't think for them it wouldn't be secretly, would it? They'd be doing it on purpose.
Yeah, but it's not secretly. But like the thing is, we don't know that they've done it, but they've done it because like
you would like to think with the business the size of them that they would have forecasting and planning in the short, medium, and long term. And every major business I've ever worked for has short, medium, long-term forecasts, and they have people working in short, medium, long-term planning, and they have different people working in each, and they're looking, well, what's the quick wins? What's the things we need to do a little bit of work? That happens in most major businesses. I think the problem is so often what they actually do looks like reactionary. It gives us this perception, perhaps, that they're not looking at 11th and 12th edition, which they probably are.
We've always kind of like been quite like, as a community, been very doom and gloom about this edition because it is just an edition of sheer loss. But it's also an edition of cleaning house in terms of getting rid of resin, getting rid of metal, getting rid of like everything. So every army is basically, not everyone, because if I say this, you're all going to go mental, right? Is that most armies now in the game are in a really good place in terms of not needing much update going forward. Okay? Some armies still have some old models like the Defiler, right?
Well, Grey Knights.
Yeah.
Piss all over that theory.
Grey Knights are in a...
No, but Grey Knights are an army that I didn't think were going to be, right? I think Grey Knights they wanted to get rid of. And then the Grey Knight army, the Codex, is a reaction, is a counter-reaction to what happened to Death Watch.
Yeah.
I doubt they released a Grey Knight Codex purely because of the kickback from Death Watch.
But I think they're an army that Games Workshops. They're like, we couldn't get rid of Death Watch and Grey Knights, so one goes this edition, the other one goes next edition.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, it's inevitable that Death Watch are done now, right? Like they're not. It's like the demon thing that we were talking about earlier. They're not gonna.
So I think like if you look at Space Marines, right? Apart from refreshes, everything that joins is going to be new, right? There's not many refreshes needed, is there really?
Devastator Squads, Vanguard, and that's it, isn't it?
Yeah,
really?
It's a real limited number.
Yeah.
Like Blood Angels, right? The only thing for them to add in 11th edition is Death Company and Seth.
Yeah, fair.
Maybe bring back Corbulo.
Cool.
Like Templars have everything now. From everything they've had previously, they're there.
That's true.
So anything that comes for Templars is new. Dark Angels, we go, cool, 11th edition, Bikes and Sam, it's Ravenwing. You know? They're like real easy guesses, and they're real easy wins for Games Workshop, I think. Like Chaos Space Marines, like, apart from the Terminator Lord and the Sorcerer Lord, and a new Defiler, you're like, cool, I don't think they really need anything else kind of thing. There's things we want, but there's not things that we need. Like same for Eldar, you can go cool, the pilots for the War Walkers, so maybe new War Walkers, and that's it. Maybe Viper.
Vipers
and War Walkers are weird because on the whole, as a model, they don't look that out of place on a modern day 40k tabletop. When you look in detail at the pilots, the gunners, they're the bits that really let them down.
Yeah.
Like, I think it was War Walkers where what I was doing was just taking Guardian helmets and putting them on. And it makes a huge, it doesn't quite fix it, makes a huge difference though to how that model
because
works.
they've got those weird sort of like...
Dire Avengers.
They've got the hamster cheeks.
Need a resculpt.
Dire Avengers do. So Dire Avengers is another one where I bought Guardians and put Dire Avenger heads on the Guardians.
Yeah.
It's weird, isn't it, though? Because I suppose in that topic of like range updates and other things, the thing with Grey Knights is Grey Knights are actually, I believe, I might be wrong about this, but I think Grey Knights came out after Dark Elder or Drakari.
Yeah.
So the Drakari refresh, I think, came before, or maybe it came after Grey Knights, but it's around the same kind of time. But yeah.
Right. Thank you, Lonely. I've got to get through this now. I just looked at the time. Thank you, Lonely Panda, for the $20. If we're talking end times, I'd love to see a proper version of the Fourth War of Armageddon. The lore in the Crusade book is nuts and deserves a novel. As for a model, I'd love an Emperor's Children sniper character or a Glutos-style mini. What's Glutos? What's a Glutos-style mini?
Joe, you're the sort of person who knows the obscure things.
Glutos is the head knights of Sinesh, big fat guy on the palanquin.
Oh, is it? Okay,
There you go.
Yeah.
God, he's good, isn't he? He's good.
See, it's in there somewhere.
Yeah, exactly.
It's hidden. It's hidden behind Instagram reels. Glutos is a really good character for Sinesh because he just kind of gives them this real vibe of it's not all sex. You know?
Sometimes it's
some people
gluttony.
don't care about sex. Some people like cake, and cake and sex, or just cake. And he's just like, I just really fucking love cake. And kebabs and fried chicken and just eating, right? And I like the idea that there's a part of Sinesh that's just
all about
fatties,
cake.
Yeah. I want a representation in my hobby. Yeah. Fat people in gimp suits.
Yeah.
Honestly, I want to be able to see my weekend in a model.
Honestly, nowadays, I just want the cake.
Yeah.
It's less hassle.
Yeah.
But the Armageddon stuff that they did in the recent campaign book is super fun, to be fair.
The thing is, though, but I felt like it. That's why, like, obviously, a lot of people say that chapter approved 2025, 26, right? Like, is really good because it gives you a year. But I was really upset that it wasn't called Armageddon.
Yeah, it didn't make much sense. I mean, the fact is that, the only thing I was a little bit weirded out with Armageddon was the fact that obviously they removed all of the kind of typical elements of Armageddon because it's Steel Legion and it's Orcs with a few Salamanders and Black Templars thrown in for good measure. That's Armageddon. But then they were like, what if Armageddon instead was Grey Knights and Khorne? And it's like, okay, sure, why not?
Yeah. Let's remove all of the usual tropes of Armageddon.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. I think talk about the Emperor's Children thing. I think that when you look at Votan, I know it's been quite a while, and hopefully they don't have to wait that long. But I feel like if they get a wave 2, like Votan's wave 2, then that would be a nice thing to wait and look forward to. If they get a wave 2 like World Eaters, then that
wasn't a wave 2, was it?
That's just a. Why are you doing this?
Yeah, right, exactly.
It's like, it's Emperor's Children for me are Games Workshop's version of, when your kids are misbehaving, right? And you go, I was going to buy you ice cream, and now you've misbehaved, no ice cream. And that's like but you never intended of buying them ice cream, right? But you've used it, like you have to come up with a consequence, but you're too lazy to actually enforce something. So you go, cool, you now have a made-up consequence.
If you're really committed to the bit, though, you'll then go and buy ice cream and eat it in front of them.
Yeah, right. So Games Workshop's like, well, we're going to give you Emperor's Children Army line. And then they're like, you misbehaved, you didn't spend enough money, here's some shit rules and a real mediocre line of models. We're not going to give you everything. But it does make their job easier for Wave 2 because they're like, it's kind of like when you buy a computer game, right? Here's 3 multiplayer missions and a 3-hour campaign. Over the next 6 years, we will then give you DLC so you actually end up with a full campaign and a full multiplayer. What's gone?
Oh, I've mucked up.
Yeah, the bit's gone. But
if Joe, if I was to donate 5 gift memberships, my hope for myself would be that I would hope you give me is that Games Workshop cease doing these flipping pegs This is like.
Well, I mean, Dan,
You
I'll
want
be honest
games
with
like
Dan.
to stop pegging you?
I'll be honest with you, Dan, there's only one way to find out.
Well,
Sim Red, thank you for the $5. I predict 11th will be the addition of vehicles, new and refreshed kits. Maybe a Kill Team small vehicles. Oh, and that Drakari get teased at Halloween.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That'd be on brand, wouldn't it?
I mean, I bet that's what they like doing anyway.
Yeah.
Teasing each other at Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah, sexy parties.
Sexy.
I'd love to go to a Drakari Halloween sexy party. Because, like, Halloween nowadays, right, is really... It's like...
I thought you
It's
were
really
just saying
tame.
before how you were more in favour of the cake than the sex, and now all of a sudden it's changed. As soon as Halloween's involved, it's like, oh.
I fucking love
I still want the
Halloween.
cake, mate, I'll be honest.
I want cake. I want Halloween cake, you know?
It's because of the old goth lady thing again.
Well, the thing is, though, right, because I'm basically... I have the internal workings of a 70-year-old man.
Is that why they've
Yeah.
aged you?
We
as,
were
has
talking
it?
about, because obviously this year's Halloween, I'm at home, right?
Yeah.
Which is both good and bad.
I see.
Because it means that I can sit at home, I can watch Sleepy Hollow,
Oh, good show. Yep.
eat Halloween food, lights off, candles, all that kind of stuff, right? The downside is every 5 minutes, children are going to be at my door.
Not if you don't
sweets.
put out any accoutrement.
But part of me wants to sit by my top window with a catapult, firing sweets at children. You know, like
Right,
just-
hard-boiled ones.
yeah, dressed like the Green Goblin, right? On
Dressed
a
like the
fake-
Green-
yeah,
Don't
Throwing
start
Werther's
making-
originals
yeah,
at
don't
them.
start
firing
making-
green sweets at
Joe,
children.
Joe,
Yeah.
don't start making promises to dress up again, all right?
Oh, yeah.
I did an Amazon order.
What do you think
yesterday.
about the... I know you've done the Amazon order. Let's wait till Saturday. What do you think about the prediction that 11th will be the addition of vehicles?
I think it will be the addition of speed.
The drug?
Yeah,
The drug, yes, absolutely.
yeah. I think it will be the addition of units getting around the table faster.
I mean, they get around pretty whippy as
They
it is
get
already.
around pretty fast already, right? But, right, if you look at Space Marines are missing Vanguard vets. They're missing a car on a bike. They're missing a captain on a bike. The Outrider kit is, despite what they tell you, it is push fit, right? I reckon we're going to get jump pack people, bike people, right?
Yeah.
And if you look at Votan, what's Votan missing? A jump unit. Because they have a jump model,
They do have a jump model.
singular.
And they've got all those little jetpacky lads that join with them.
What jetpacky lads?
You know, the little cogs or whatever they're called that accompany them.
Oh yeah, the little
The ones with the gun penises.
Yeah, the gun penis men, right? I think the new like if you look at the kill team, right, with new Warp Talon people, the Games Workshop said that's next year. So there's a high potential that might not be until 11th edition.
That was leaked hyper early though, right? There's a
Yeah.
thing in between. They did like a roadmap-y type.
Yeah.
I don't like using the word roadmap with Games Workshop, but they did like a graphic that showed that there was something
a
in between
picture.
that was a question mark,
Yeah,
right?
and then like look at Eldar, right? If we go by what we said,
Shining
new
Spear.
Viper,
Yeah,
Shining Spear, Exarch,
Phoenix Lord
Phoenix Lord, Geezer,
Geezer.
Autarch on a bike.
Oh, all talking bike would be
Oh,
cool.
don't.
Yeah.
I'll get wrecked.
I think the new edition is all things that go fast.
Weirdly though, I could see them reducing
Dark
movement.
Angels, Ravenwing.
Yeah,
But
but I
I-
can see them
Somehow.
reducing
Somehow.
baseline infantry movement because it is always weird when you go from. Because I've been obviously playing a lot of AOS lately. You
No,
go
we've got
back and play-
Space Marines that move as fast as Eldar now.
Yeah, I know it's crazy. It's like having. Well, I mean, admittedly, anyway, it doesn't matter. But yeah, I think.
I mean, nothing moves as fast as Eldar, Jay. To be fair. Because you go, I also move 7, I'm like, cool, I just use a battle focus token and move 9.
Yeah, but like Space Wars like Advance and Charge.
Yeah.
So
do
Emperor Children
Banshees.
move.
So the Banshees, but they move 8.
Yeah. So
And they
it's-
want advanced
I
6.
think Space Marines should be kind of as fast as Eldar, but stronger. But it's
Yeah. You at least want all the toys, don't you?
I got all the things.
Thank you, Kyleroo Gaming, for the 1 gifted membership. Thank you, Commodore, for the $10. Add infantry to Chaos Knight fixes many problems. Gives more low toughness units for your opponent to interact with. Can give utility rules like infiltrate and sticky, and limits the number of knights on the table because of points.
So I think, because I know you said about it, I think yes and no. Because
Yeah, I
think,
can see
think
answers.
the problem
I
is
think
when you put infantry into the Chaos Knights, Imperial Knights, you remove the need for war dogs.
Wow, not if they're as crazy good as they've been for the last little while.
Oh yeah, but I just think you go, I'm taking war dogs to hold objectives. Like Chaos Knights now, they're like, I just take big knights. And that's what I want from knights, is big knights. And if you can take cheap infantry, you're like, well, I could take 3 war dogs to hold 3 objectives, or I could take 3 units of infantry for the price of 1 war dog, and then invest those points in big knights, right? But also, knights and Chaos Knights both have access to allies.
Yeah, because
So Imperial Knights can currently take, and mech, they could take Agents of the Imperium, which also includes Grey Knights, Sisters of Battle, Death Watch.
that's what I took to the golden ticket event for 40k. I took the AdMech detachment of knights.
But by having them in the book, it does reduce the need to have actual allies. What I think they need, instead of a actual fighting unit, is their own version of Tech Marines. Because in all the narrative books, the Imperial Knights don't have a standing army that supports them. What they have is serfs.
Yeah.
Like gun haulers, like ammo haulers, people in little trucks that go and refill stuff. So like stuff like that can stand on objectives, I think is fine.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Thank you, Commodore, for the $10. Thank you, Leaks, for 5 gifted memberships.
Thank you. Do you want to do a hope?
No, it's all right, Joe. I wouldn't want to take it away from you, mate.
Yeah. I hope, Leaks, that your next army update the models come with really sexy molded bases.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go.
It's a double-edged sword, that one, I think. to be fair. On the one hand, they're sexy bases. On the other hand, like, your other models might not match then.
Yeah, it's true. But what I really want personally is Games Workshop to start releasing textured bases again. Like the plastic, because they did it and then stopped, right? I feel like they could have carried on because there's like a market that they're kind of losing out to. And Games Workshop don't like losing money to other people.
Which would be reasonable to assert.
Yeah,
they
which
did
is
it and
the
then
resin 3D printed additional.
Yeah, but they
base
did their plastic ones and probably went, no one bought them. Move on.
because they were terrible.
We're two
Well,
members away from 60 right now, Jay.
Because the problem is that all the artwork for the plastic bases that Games Workshop released were all based on the originals, not the ones they actually printed out, which were all smooth edge, no detail.
Yeah, they were very strange, weren't they?
But they're all right in a fix, you know.
Thank you, Limey Panda, Dan, for 5 gifted memberships.
Thank you, Limey Panda. I hope that you are taken to your local cash in hand sweet shop that are all popping up everywhere, right?
Okay.
And you're not paying. You just get whatever you want.
As much pick and mix as you
much
desire.
pick and mix, as much weird American candy as your heart's desire.
There's an amazing restaurant chain in, well, it's around all of England. It's called Dishoom. You ever been to Dishoom, Joe?
No.
Anyway, they're an Indian restaurant. Phenomenal.
Yeah.
They have a system. I believe if you go there Monday through Thursday at kind of like lunchtime hours, so like the not so busy time. So if we were there right now, we could order a meal and we could order as much as we wanted. And at the end of the meal, they present us with a D6 and you roll it. And if you roll a 6, it's on them. Imagine that.
Big fan.
Yeah, absolutely. The problem is, though, you see, is that, you know, if you don't roll that 6, you may have gone a little bit overboard by just having to pay for it.
It's one of the extra. If you're a gambling man, if you know you can afford it, I think that's the way to go. Well, that's it, isn't it, right?
But I suppose that's the problem, isn't it? You go in there, and if you're basically playing the game, you're not going to just, order a couple poppadoms and a naan bread. And
there's that place in America where your discount is based on what 2 poles you fit between.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so they've got there's like a line of poles, and
is that the heart attack grill thing? Or
I don't know. And all the poles gets closer together the further it down it goes.
Oh.
And basically the thinner you are, the more of a discount you get.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, there you go, Joe. You can head there when you're in America and exploit your newfound slenderness.
Yeah. But I still wouldn't get as much discount as I probably would like to.
Right.
But I do like the idea of essentially gambling to get free food.
Exactly. That is always a win, isn't it?
Yeah.
Pressure's going to be on tonight, Joe. It looks like we're going to end at 58 members. We do say thank you, Ian, for $10. He says, for Tyranids, I'd like better rules for the Norns. New model could be a reimagined version of the old epic Dominatrix model.
Which is basically like, it was like a Hierophant, but with like an alien inside it.
Oh, yeah.
kind of thing. It was like
aliens up inside you.
So the biggest sadness, my biggest sadness for the Norn, right, is it's fucking massive, but its rules don't represent it. Right, it's quite
correct.
resilient when it's on an objective, but it's only AP2 damage free. Right, it should be AP3 and then maybe like D6 plus 1 damage, because it's massive. It should be the thing that runs in and just like rolls tanks, but it's like,
don't do it. Don't push me while I'm dealing with this nonsense.
yeah, that's how their enemies react.
I know,
They're like,
yeah.
don't push me.
I'm busy. I'm busy trying to.
fighting.
Oh my
the
God, this thing.
Norn just needs to be better. Be better, man.
Yeah, I do think I agree with what you said earlier as well. I would like it to have been like a third bigger or something.
Yeah, because like
an actual proper
my biggest sadness for Tyranids, and there's not many sadnesses, is that the big monsters aren't scary.
No, they're definitely not. Like when
Like it's an entire range of these massive creatures that their arms
would
are
it
made
kill
of
them
swords.
to give those flipping the ones that pop up from the ground?
Ravenous.
No, the other one,
Trigons?
the Trigons, and the other one, the
Morlock.
Morlock. Oh, wouldn't it be nice if the Morlock had good rules again?
Yeah.
It's like that thing has been
It's got
shit for
it's got
years.
16 attacks and they're all damage 1.
Yeah, no, absolute bilge.
But yeah, I want, like, I wouldn't mind spending a little more extra points on them to be AP3, to make their damage like D3 plus 1 or something, just to
Give them a bit of bite.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mike the Rhino, thank you for 5 gifted memberships.
Thank you, Mike the Rhino. Oh, he's got some big old arms on him, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Look at his little thumbnail there.
He's got a thumbnail.
Yeah.
Chunky arms.
I hope that.
Your shoulder doesn't dislocate.
Yeah. Yeah. I hope that when you leave the gym, right, having like worked out and been all sweaty,
Got a big pump on.
you've got a big pump on, right, and women chase you everywhere. But you don't smell. You're not sweaty, smelly.
Right.
You could literally not have to shower, just bang, fresh clothes on, straight into work. No one's going to complain. Yeah.
It's good. Good hope.
Strong that. And then
big juicy boy.
Mr. the Khazarian, thank you for $5. He says, being in a call for 30 minutes, but Necron, the slam dunk is Trazen. After that, the Deceiver. Beyond characters I don't know, maybe expand Flayed One range.
Oh, flayed one range, yeah. More
As long
crazy
as they're
flesh
significantly
ones.
nicer to build.
Yeah, I love the flayed ones are my favourite aspect of Necrons. I've said it many, many times. We need to get Lee many flayed ones to build and paint.
I don't know if you'll want to build them.
I don't care.
Well-
I'll build them if he paints them.
I can chat to him.
If I build 30, I'm happy for him to paint. I'd be like, here you go, paint them. Or I'll paint them and add to the army if he gives me the recipe. But yeah, a flayed one character, because there was the Fall of Orpheus. I think it was called the Fall of Orpheus, which was a Imperial armor book.
Oh, yeah.
Big Phil will know. It was Necrons versus Minotaurs and Krieg, I believe.
Phil would definitely know if that was the case.
And the main protagonist baddie was a flayed one lord.
My lord.
And he was great. And the flayed, so I like the idea that like you do get a flayed one lord and maybe like a actual flayed one destroyer unit.
Yeah.
Would be cool. Because what are they called? The Ophidians?
Yeah.
They look very flayed one.
They could have been flayed ones.
They could have been a flayed one unit.
Yeah.
Just drape some skin over it.
I like Ophidians a lot.
Maybe that's what I do randomly. Is I just start a random flayed one Necron army.
Just
And the
drape
rules
skin
would be
over it.
dog shit, but
Yeah.
it'd be all the worst units. But it looks flayed one-y.
Yeah, they'll get people giving you favourite game votes, mate, which is what it's all about, isn't it?
Banging. I love it. We got through everything.
Boosh!
I thought we might get some more members towards the end. Maybe get us up to like 70, 75, Joe, to give you an easier night tonight. But
Yeah, that's all right.
the last time you were on your own for a night, you did 42.
Yeah,
No pressure.
yeah. That was Necron as well, wasn't it?
It was Necrons, actually.
Necron's new Votan. That was a weird.
It wasn't racist Adam, so you know.
No, but
Is that good for numbers?
Adam brings the numbers. I think
He does.
he brings. Yeah,
He's a lovely boy.
He just needs to not double down on the accent and the words.
He just needs to have some discipline.
Yeah, he lacks the discipline. Yeah.
Exactly that, Joe. Yeah.
Yes, that's it. That's it. That's a South Park reference, wasn't it?
It was a South Park reference,
Yeah.
It's all South Park references. Dan, that's the problem.
Tom says, "Is Liam at Bicycle? He is at Kissing Club tonight."
Oh, yes.
Yeah. They've got the helmets where like the full front lifts up, so they perfectly slot in together.
I don't have one of those helmets actually. Having said that, right, it absolutely fucking pissed down the ride over here today.
Oh, mate.
But I got the bike out because I woke up this morning and YouTube on my bike channel said it's your first birthday of this channel.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So I got the bike out in sunshine, got the helmet on, and then went back in, got the camera on the helmet, went back inside, got my bag, my jacket, said goodbye to Luce and the kids, walked back outside, pissing down. I was like, well, I'm committed now.
Are you going to turn up at your Kissing Club with a birthday cake and balloons for yourself?
No, that would be really weird.
It's my birthday for my channel.
Yeah.
Like and subscribe.
Bike channel first, like and subscribe. We are nearly at 500 now.
Woo!
1,000 subs.
If only.
Yeah.
500,000 subs, mate. What a
No,
play.
it's 427 right now.
Hey, still, mate. Good going.
500,000 baby numbers, though, isn't it?
On YouTube it is, yeah. It's big for it's like big for like Warhammer channels. So
Is there an actual Warhammer battle report channel that's at 500?
what's Mini Wargaming at?
Maybe Wargaming's
Maybe
up there, isn't it?
300,000-400,000?
Yeah.
Tabletop Tactics, they've
I
done
imagine
all right for
Tactics is
No,
Tactics
they're
or
over
Titans
100K,
are probably
yeah.
like close.
Play on?
Play on Tabletop.
Play on might be big. Let's have a look. I'm looking now.
on
Right,
it.
just so in the meantime, Sai, Mr. the Shepherd James, thank you for one gift. You're a legend.
Thank you, Si. Are you coming tonight, Si?
And then Jarl Tom, thank you for 5 gifted memberships.
Thank you, Jarl, Tom. I hope that for like early Valentine's, like Christmas, that your partner, if you don't have a partner now, I hope you get a Christmas partner.
She'll be my summer girl.
She'll be my summer girl, my Christmas girl. She dresses up like a Valkyrie.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What kind of a Valkyrie are we going for here?
Like a,
Which
not
bit
the
of fiction?
plane, not the 40k Valkyrie, like a Valkyrie from Valhalla, you know.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah, but with tits.
Play on
Like
is
more
like
huge tracts of land.
Play on is 516,000.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow, they're doing all right, they.
We're doing numbers.
Tabletop Tactics are 243,000.
Sort it out, Lawrence, mate. Come on.
Tabletop Titans are 156,000. Then you've got the biggest battle report channel in existence right now. Where's it gone? I'm going to find it for the memes.
Is it us?
No. Oh, God, no. We're like 35, I think, or something. I don't know.
Yeah. What are we doing wrong, eh? Show more skin is what we need to do.
No,
That's it,
I'm
that's it.
fucking positively exhausted right now, and we don't seem to be making much progress.
Charles Thompson's happy with that.
Is he?
Yeah, big titty Valkyrie, sexy times.
There you go.
Yeah, think like Rhea Ripley.
Oh,
Yeah,
good shout.
yeah. Or
You were more of a Liv Morgan type of guy.
I'm
though.
a big Liv Morgan fan.
You were well into Liv Morgan, right?
Yeah, big Liv Morgan fan at the moment.
Hellstorm Wargaming has 49,000.
Hey, check them out.
Yeah.
How many of those are robots?
Do you still post on Lookouts though, Dan? Oh,
Huh?
yeah. 5 days ago.
Oh yeah, we still chuck out podcasts on the regular. It's just we don't get very good YouTube numbers because we're predominantly a podcast. So.
Yeah. You tried the visual ways, didn't you?
Well, we've just done a so we recorded last night a tier listing for the Votan stuff, and we did that with videos. But
Where did you put Barry?
which one's Barry?
Tyranid Man.
Oh, Tyrion Man was S tier.
Yeah?
It was all based on
love it.
visuals,
Yeah?
not on actual gameplay prowess.
That's what I like to hear.
Yeah, we
Right.
did it based on the range.
Because I think the channels don't do that enough. They always do it on rules. So when I started Age of Sigmar and Liam started Age of Sigmar, I started Age of Sigmar during third properly, and Liam kind of jumped in at the same time with the idea that fourth was coming along. When we
I didn't jump in as hard as you, to be fair.
when we bought the armies and when we got the stuff, at no point were me and Liam looking at rules.
Oh no,
It was
change.
entirely model based.
Yeah.
And I think that's that's something that the hobby is losing. But I think Age of Sigmar has it the best. I think a lot of people, when they look at Age of Sigmar, when they come from 40k, they go, I like those models.
Yeah.
I want to do that. And I think that's the most important thing. I think we need to do more tier listings of
the minis.
What I did is I've just put lookouts in the description. So
Oh,
when
cheers,
the video
mate.
on demand stays up, it'll be there. And I've also pinned it in the chat so people can hit that sub.
Oh, thanks, buddy. Appreciate it.
We got to 64 members, Joe.
Yeah.
So tonight you've only got to
64 is your name.
136.
Yeah.
136 your target,
Yeah.
right?
Beautiful.
What happens if we hit that target?
Then I'm continuously able to pay you in the future.
There you go. You
Wow.
can buy
There's a
yourself
reason why I
those
have
biscuits
targets.
you like.
That crux.
What are we doing after this, though, Joe? We're going to go get food. I'm
We'll
starving.
finish our game.
Oh, yeah, we've got to finish our game.
I mean, we could waddle down to Lidl.
Waddle.
Yeah, I'm starving, man. We got
Yeah.
to sort something out.
Go
I
get
need
something in
your,
the air fryer.
before you waddle to Lidl,
Oh, yeah. I do.
Oh,
I
God,
have
I've
a
got to
list,
write an
don't I?
Emperor's Children list. Are we going to just finish up the stream now and
Yeah,
live
yeah.
stream you doing this?
Yeah.
Joe
What's
can
going
say-
in there?
Joe can say goodbye to the people in chat right now. And
Yeah.
then,
Oh, fine.
Lovely to have you. We will see you at 7:30.
I
Love
might
you,
not
bye.
be here by then. Who knows? I might be.